And that's how we nebuah. We nebuah in part. But that which is talmim, when he comes, that which is in part will be done away. Don't ever get sold on a preacher telling you he know everything. Get away from him, he's dangerous. That's impossible. The book said we know in part. So there's no way to know everything. I believe Yahudah give us sufficient. As we elevate in our living, we're also elevating our knowledge. Those are the things you want to be mindful of. Don't take something for assumption, and I don't try to live a high type mind life of I know everything. I can't be told nothing or taught nothing. That's a bad ruach. Humility is best. I'm not ignorant to a lot of things. I have some knowledge, and there's more knowledge that will come, but that's a lot of that is based upon how efficient we become. Because it doesn't, as he told you, it don't make sense to cast your pearl before swines. So a lot of it, you gotta remember as well, it's depending on you guys, how well you guys kind of, matriculate in the knowledge, then of course he'll increase. You lag, you drag, you lie, you hypocrite, you false pretend, and just kind of stagger and keep us. So eventually it just comes to a point where you just like, just dismiss them, just get rid of this one, get rid of this one, because we're going to have to get to a certain point. So just so you guys will know, you won't hold us up. We've been in this way too long. So you see, we're elevating, so that means that either you guys are going to transition or you're going to wind up being, kind of cut or loose. Either way it go with me, at the end of the day, I have to look at this. I have to stay focused on the job. I can't stay focused on the individual. So you have to make up your mind on where you at and what you're trying to do. That's for everybody. At the end of the day, you have to make up your mind where you at and what you're trying to do. You don't have long, because we're toward the end now. This thing is only getting worse. It's only getting worse now. It ain't gonna get no better. And if you hadn't realized that and start making changes, then honestly, that's just where you at. And I don't know what to tell you. At this point, what I'm gonna do is have a private conference with you. Pray. I'm not gonna be wasting up no oil. I really don't have that time. Just be dumping oil on you, be playing around. You have to make up your mind where you are. It's critical. This is very critical. Just like I go to these kids about how important it is to get an education, it's just as important to make sure you get salvation. And this is educated. This is educating us on how he wants us to walk, how he wants us to operate. And you miss this and you get it, it gets slowed down, you getting the time in. So if you don't get it now, whose fault is it? That's all I want you to make sure now. Ain't gonna be nobody's fault but yours. Don't holler, well, I feel like I was already cursed. Well, you probably are, so I don't need to keep talking about that. Those of you that feel like you're cursed, you are. I don't want to keep talking to you about it. You are cursed, so go ahead and go. Don't waste your time. Don't work into something that don't make sense. Some stuff I'm just kind of at this point with what we get and where we're going. I'm kind of lost on certain conversations. I'm kind of lost on certain things that people do. And saying that, I know like last night on the show, I know somebody seen one of the comments. The guy had the name Poseidus, and it was odd that he put that up there because it's actually a Greek, and there was a man that was actually trying to offer something to Zeus, and he made Zeus upset. So he had to roll a stone to the top of a hill, and every time he get to the top of the hill, the stone would roll back down, and he would roll the stone back up. And it's scary that people will associate themselves with things that, this is a mindset. And I know how he thinks, and I know how he operates. Things never work out, I already know they're not. And a lot of y'all think like that. It's dangerous and it's scary. But that's where you are in life. They might think I just said it as human. It's not to me, because it's a mindset go with it. I mentioned that last night. So certain things that people do, it's scary. You set yourself, why would I keep pushing something up and I know it's coming back down? That makes no sense. If I know I ain't gonna be saved and I know I can't be saved, that makes no sense for me to say it. But it does for you. It makes no sense. I'm only here with the belief, the assumption, with the knowledge of I can be saved. That's right. But it's within limits. It's within a classification. There are things that have to be done and performed. I don't believe I can just sit here and salvation gonna come for sitting, and a lot of you guys do, and that's kind of taught. We won't put the re in front of it. Just taught it. Don't make sense. You can do it. It's all about what you want to do in your mindset. Most of us, and I've seen myself there, but I've seen myself there with that mindset before. I didn't have the information I have now. I don't see things the way I see them now. For us to see it that way when you have the knowledge is scary. Because, Really, it's all about what you want to do. Just like those watching things. I wouldn't keep watching. I mean, I don't believe I'm going to be saved. I wouldn't waste my time. Honestly, it's too late in the evening because if that's your feeling, there's no way you can be performing at your full. I'm just being honest. I know y'all going to say, if I ask you now, you're going to tell a lie. I said, no, that ain't me. Because you're going to lie to yourself. If you feel like you can't be saved, don't you know that's how you're going to serve? Don't fool yourself. That's how you're going to serve. That's the dedication, and you live for failure. You're the same person I saw. You got to get yourself out of that mindset. Listen, it doesn't make sense to give you the opportunity, to give you the knowledge, give you these are choices. These are choices that we have to make. Just like with Balaam. They said, well, he was born to ruin, born to the fact that I know what you're going to do. I put the options here. You're going to choose the bad choice because that's where you are. Like with Balaam, he didn't say Satan came down and tricked, manipulated. It told you what it was. He loved stuff that wasn't right in the first place. So where was he going to see salvation at? He loved it. That's what he desired. And a lot of you, the same people, you desire things that are wrong, and you're trying to serve somebody that's right. It don't make sense. And listen, when he told you a man or a woman has to hate their life in this world, you can't be saved. When I say hate your life, I hated. I told y'all where I was. I was at the point of suicide. Which means what? I loved what I was doing. I was enjoying it. It was just, no, I want to be done. I was sick of it. And I understand that premise now, that you really have to get to a point that you become disgusted with yourself for what you do. Some of you become disgusted. You disgusted that you caught. I wasn't caught. I was disgusted because I saw me. I knew me. I was sick of me. Not, oh, I was sick of getting caught. No, I was sick of me. I was sick of the dead end of this is where you are. That's the difference. And if you guys don't get that point, you want the truth, you ain't gonna be saved. And it comes down to you have to value you more than things and other things and people. First person you gotta be proud of is yourself. And a lot of times we hadn't done that. You gotta be priority. For me, I'm priority making sure I'm saved. I got to make sure I got this thing right. This is a daily search. This is a daily, constant, evaluation, making sure. And that's what you got to do. Just like these people on the screen, that's the same thing they got to do. Ain't no different because they sit on the screen. They don't like no obligation. The same obligation you got, they got to make too. He just made this permissible and given this opportunity where they can watch us real time. I remember years ago we started out when Justin came. Well, it was about a few of y'all. Everybody stayed. Y'all just had to wait till the tape get made and get posted. And now y'all real time. That's what they had to wait on. Listen, they had to wait till I preach. As soon as I preached, another gentleman was here at that time. He had to load it up, not on that tape, to download it, load it up, and put it on YouTube. That's when they could see it. So that'd be later on that day or that night. What was it, the next day or later that day? Yeah, following day. Now people watch real time. Sit here, not just what you can sit here and watch it real time. This is how convenient he made. And you want to know what the truth is? You guys have gotten worse. People got worse. They ain't got better. You think with it developing itself this way, people would get better? No, they got worse. And I want to say that because I'm trying to persuade us to consider decisions. I'm talking to Jordan earlier about decisions. And a lot of times people don't. You have to really look at, I talk to y'all young people, consider before you act, think before you react, before you do things, because there's consequences when you make decisions. And a lot of time, I think with adults you don't even consider it. A lot of them consider it later, so I don't want to really get on the kids too much at the end of the day, because I got to look at the grown people. You guys are all the seed of. So then you have to come back and look and say, where did the tree go bad at? That's what he looked at. Where did the tree go wrong? Because we have to look at these things. These are pattern set. Patterns. You got to start breaking patterns. I said start doing things that start signifying a different quality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a thug. I was looking at some stuff today with Leon and Bryce and Tim and Oculus and stuff. This shooting, I just kind of just put that there. This shooting by this guy, Big Diggy. What's the name, Diggy? Jook, yeah, Big Jook. Is it Big Jook or just Jook? Jook. Well, these folks, and I was listening to these guys, they rap. I said, this is pathetic. I have never heard so much terrible stuff in my life. I mean, they can't get a sentence out their mouth. It don't even rhyme. That's this stuff here. I said, are you serious? I said, people are actually paying for this. But you know what I look at now? And I know these people say, oh, preacher, you owe your ear. It ain't matter about your age. You still ought to have a level of intelligence. There's no intelligence coming out of these guys' mouth. They're saying nothing. That nigga saying damn there. I done bang that nigga baby mama. Yeah, nigga, you been driving me 2 years. Price said, that thing was hot, but I said, son, y'all lost. I said, listen, I'm right to a point, really, I don't even hear them on rap. That just threw. When I tell you that was so disgusting, it's that these guys have no talent. All they do is grab their penis, walk back and forth, and their pants won't still. Nigga, I'm saying, nigga, hold. Nigga, look here. Nigga, your baby mom done paid me 24 times. And it's like hot, all the people packed. I'm sitting there saying, are y'all serious? When folk came out, folk right back then, at least they had something to say. If all you can say you're a P and a B for the first 2 minutes, you ain't talking about nothing. You gotta go to a graveyard. It's just this, these people are, you talking about just no talent bomb, you either grabbing your penis and holding a gun. You couldn't have got away with this stuff before, right? You know what I'm saying? These guys can't rhyme, it make no sense. And folks think this stuff, I was like, I was really just blown away. They can't speak, it's terrible. These guys, the creativity is just retarded. Just the mentality of people, you're making money. Why am I out here shooting? I'm claiming I'm a millionaire. I can't be no ride around shooting at people. You shoot at me 100 times a minute, I'm not gonna make no song to agitate you. It don't take one bullet to kill. I was like, you're pretty serious, huh? It different. Wow. That's 99 more. You were determined to, though. They can't shoot 100 times. I'm thinking 100, and you gonna make a song saying you miss? You gonna go antagonize the people? You can't shoot, nigga. No. People mind you bad. You know what? They created these omens. These are our young people. Your mind gone. Our young people. It's scary. It's scary. Y'all making money. This is all y'all got time to do. Man, you had people rather talked about somebody, but one about finna shoot nobody. That's it. You good. You put yours out there. Let the people decide who the best rapper. I remember folk with breakdowns. You throwed your cardboard down. The bad one, the folk, what about finna shoot them about minutes of dance? Can you imagine? Hammer and Ice shooting at each other? It's crazy. Folks just say, man, Hammer the bad down. Somebody retarded said Vanilla Ice man had one move. Wasn't nobody finna shoot nobody. It ain't even you. Then the people, the crowd people just mind bad. I shoot you ain't finna shoot nobody about nobody. I used to like Michael Jordan as a basketball player. I wasn't gonna shoot nobody about no Michael Jordan. It ain't that serious. I ain't finna burn your house down. I ain't finna screw your baby mama. That's Michael Jordan. That had nothing to do with me. Now this stuff, I tell folk about them shoes too, but there's another story. I will not sponsor people that don't give a flying flip about you. That I know it gets y'all, that hurt y'all feeling, but a lot of stuff I'm trying to mature all y'all. Honestly, a lot of stuff I try to tell you, at a certain point in your life, you gotta grow, you gotta move away from a lot of these people. Don't get me wrong, do Polo give a flying flip? No. But at the same time, it's certain things we gotta watch when people disrespect you and people come at you certain ways. Start looking at what makes sense for you. Really start changing your mind direction. Certain things people wear, it puts them in a mindset for the wrong direction. I'm just being honest with you. That young niggas ready to fight. Step on them, they hurt you about them shoes. Come on, think about it though. Who designated that? They got other shoes that cost just about money. Anybody, Jeezy, what are they called? Anybody trying to kill certain shoes? Think about it. These people give you things and put you in a mindset where go wear them shoes and go somewhere in the crowd, let somebody step on. Step on and see somebody say, hey man, ain't no problem with that. Crush them and put that ring across there too. Why y'all laughing? Who gonna say, man, ain't no big, these some shoes. A fight. Yo, now you finna be making something called 100 bullet, nigga. 100 bullet, nigga. That's what you finna be. Listen, think about this. They program us to do this. Think about it. They program us to do this. I'm telling you, listen, we're not coming up with this stuff on our own. Our young people not coming up on in our older head people. We got to start sitting down and trying to talk with them, not trying to be, it's a way to approach, I don't want about coming no youngster. It's a way to approach a young person and talk to them. Hey, look, come here, youngster. Already, really, it's a sign of disrespect. And they done lost it. They ain't the way you talk. Come here, little nigga. Come on, man. You don't talk to grown call. Come here, little nigga, because it's a way you got to talk to a person with respect. They want respect. It's a way we got to get them to see we got to move a different way. You making money, and white people see they making money, and they killing them now. Yeah. You know what they're doing? They ain't got to they just let them get the guns. Then you showing your face, Uzi, throwing gang signs. Y'all think the FBI don't keep this stuff? They got a whole task force going through YouTube. That's all their job is saving them. When they take you to court, then you say, look at Stu tomorrow. When I did that? 100 shot, nigga. They mind, and it hurt me. I'm just looking at this stuff, and I get caught up because I'm saying, I didn't know people this stupid. When I was this stupid, we were dumb. We weren't that dumb. We weren't that dumb. These kids, they're like, it's like, y'all ain't got a brain. Y'all making money. How y'all get into this? When we were selling drugs, won't nobody fight. You a drug dealer. What you fighting somebody for? You making money. You tried to keep heat off the block. Let me tell you something. You had a nigga out here and jumping on folks. You like, man, nigga, what you doing? You finna have 5-0 out here. We making money. You bring that joke. You can't be jumping on no customer. They gonna call the police. You gonna make the block hot. That was drug dealer sense. These guys ain't got drug dealer sense. I know they ain't no drug dealer. Nigga got that paper, nigga. Nigga, I'm taking that coke, nigga. You ain't sell no coke. You ain't just said that you sell no coke. You ain't just done that. Don't do that. You ain't done that. Man, go get them, that bank people back that money you borrowed. Ain't no way you got one. Man, just stop. All these rappers, everybody got up their ear. I said all they got there. It's like, who you calling? This is some new style rapper with a stack of money get their ear. All you saying yourself to get robbed. You know who do that too? I know. Warren Buffett. They do it. And Elon Musk. I seen his video. Yeah, him. 120 nigga. 120 nigga. You know that they do that. Them guys got caught. Them guys would never show you no money. You ran up on Warren Buffett and pull a gun on them joker bitch. Them guys ain't got no money. Them guys got cards. They gonna walk around with everything they got against their head. I sure like to talk to y'all. Listen, with some bulletproof glass now. I don't want to come where you at. Please don't come here. Call first. It's scary. It's scary. I need to talk to the folk that listen to them. I need to talk to the people that doing the same. I'm scared of y'all. We done. These little kids, y'all done. Don't y'all listen to these people? They ain't got no brain. These people they ain't even talk about nothing. Y'all know what? It's scary. I get on y'all about it. I listen to some of y'all start. I said, I didn't know what they said. Then I tell you that I'm a hypocrite. I said, well, y'all do stuff, do I not? I said, I don't even know what you said. I can't. So I'm not finna say here. I heard what they said. I still don't know what they said. I said, I didn't get the gist of it to save my life. I ain't get it. The whole, when it come on, it don't make no sense. B nigga, P nigga, it ain't even on B. You saying, where you going with this? And just take off talking. And the folks just, man, that joint, all right. I said, what did he do? I was just really blown away. I told y'all before, y'all got more talent than people got. Y'all just don't know it. If y'all open up them booty holes, y'all be out on that stage. Okay, I know it is funny though. I'm saying humor. I ain't telling y'all open them booty holes up. No one wants you to do it. It ain't nothing to get on that stage. Them guys ain't talking about now. Right. Them guys, they ain't got a full sentence or nothing. They really, he dropped it. I'm saying B, and I'm calling you a B and a P the whole time until my shoe. Tell me something different. Give me a storyline. Right. They don't have one. They don't have one. They can't rap like they talking about somebody. Say something, educated rapper, man, we had got educated rappers. Y'all know we had guys get educated when they rap. Man, they got KRS-One, them guys get education. Ain't that right? Public, man, Chuck D get education. Them guys can't give you no education. They don't even have an education. See, preacher want somebody to teach him. You listening to it. Don't you know you're listening, anything you listen to, your brain is absorbing it? Y'all have no idea the detriment and danger when y'all look at stuff and you watch. That's why I tell you, you have to listen and watch stuff intelligently. I just said, who is this guy? What are you talking about? I heard absolutely not nothing. I heard nothing. If he got through prison, I'd ask him, where your cup? I'm finna drop some change in it. Because surely you struggling out here. Surely you struggling. No one could possibly be buying this stuff. They have wasted more time. Folks shoot at you 100 times, 60 times, and you want some more, now you dead. These guys' brains so bad. Where do you go after you die? Where do they tell these rappers they going? They don't get somebody give them a false illusion. They don't care about, they don't realize, where you at now? So now you got your kids. What do your kids do for a father? Oh, they're gonna go back and play the videos. 100 shot, nigga. 100 shot, nigga. I hit your baby mom. Your baby mom keep DMing me. She keep DMing me. Your baby mom DMing me. I'm like, she done did what to you? I had him out there with direct message. I didn't know what DM. I'm saying, what she done did to him? I said, that's some new word for blowjob? What do you keep talking about? Your baby mama, she keep DMing me. Your baby mama, she DMing me. Your baby mama, your baby mama. You can't keep saying that, man, the whole track. Y'all young people in bad shape, man. Y'all in bad shape, man. They ain't even got a center. Say, man, just say, give me something and don't talk about nobody baby mama. Yeah. They're like a car finna crank up. Can you talk without talking about a hoe and a beat and somebody baby mama? I got one. 100 shot, nigga. 100 shot, nigga. You miss. I said, but please put this. I just want to, please let me just hit it. I just want to slip it there. Just let me hear clear. I want to say, got that boy, he's a dolphin. He's a dolphin. You know what? The man don't know he's a human being. Do y'all know dolphins live in the water? Listen, only I want y'all just to hear a shot of this. I want y'all to hear the intelligent level of our young people. And it's scary because these people have been given an opportunity to these actors. Anytime we get an opportunity, this to my head, when we get an opportunity to speak to our young people, those are valuable, precious moments. If you don't utilize it, you lose it. Once you set them off in the wrong direction, you're not getting them back. And see what they've learned to do. The Jews, I say it, the whites, and every other nationality that support them, they use us to kill us. They know, they got sick of us saying they were killing us. You can't say that no more, Dane. When they go pull who killed this boy, Jupiter, and all these folk, they're going to be black because they created those monsters. When you got your producer, your manager shooting people, aren't you making money? How do you, producers shooting people, managers? You're in a profession. And it hurts that our people, this is their mindset. You know why I have to stay on y'all young people? You good? What you doing? Something wrong with your lip? No, go wash your hands. Get some hands out there. Here you go. Come on, ear. I need you to focus. Don't worry about if it goes somewhere. They're probably dirty too. So, we losing our young people. These are the people that they follow. These are the people they listening to. These are the people that are shaping our kids. These are the people that are giving our kids information. And we need to know what kind of poison they're spewing to our kids because we lose them. They won't hear you, they'll hear him. So you need to know his mindset. You can listen to why I got to stay on top of you when y'all get them these phones and these tablets and y'all letting them go. This is what your kids doing. Okay. I know they're going to still do it, y'all hard-headed too. Let's say. They're going to probably want to buy that app. You ain't never heard that, hey. Oh, you ain't going to be able to understand. This is our stuff right here. Nigga. See you get it. Look at that. Hot. It's hot right here. Listen here. Yeah. Yeah, that's talent.
Still! Hey, bring me some backwoods up out of home and a cup of ice.
You need a cup of ice.
Some rubber bands up out there too, homie. Yeah. It's 3 p.m. 80 degrees outside.
Oh,
it's something going real fast sitting outside the
Don't you tell people the weather?
6-figure car ain't got no business.
It's hot right now. It's 80 degrees outside.
If it ain't one thing, it's a motherfucking nutter. You trapped together, then that's my motherfucking brother. That's my dog. I pay her bills and buy designer, but I don't love her. She just play a part when it's time to smuggle. Hey, you ready? I pull up, pick up that bag and burn rubber. sleep too, but I stay away from suckers. For real though. No good, Malibu was my last supper. Fuck her in rush hour traffic, Chris Tucker.
That's good. I just need to know where I can buy this at. This is the talent. This is what our kids are listening to. I know they say, who they saying that? Your kids listening to this. Your kids rapping it. These guys have no talent. They use them and make a fool of them. This is what white people, let me tell you something. He can't do this unless white people sponsor him. Let's Jewish people sponsor him. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Honestly, y'all done heard rap. The time you wait, it's 80 degrees outside. We really need the weather? This is the time they waste. Then when you break out, mother rebel, mother breaker. What's the message? They have no message. Now this young man had lost his life. Don't y'all know we are losing too many of our young black? He lost his life. Because somebody want to compete against him because he's a hot rapper. They're training our kids to be nothing. They're training you, they're going to use him because you're going to try to do what he do and you're going to get killed. They make you look at, listen, at least when you die, you're going to be immortal. They're going to be playing you. You know what happened? You ain't going to be here to hear it, though. You're going to be dead. You're going to be gone. Nobody going to see you no more to the mosh pot. Use your heads. Use your heads. Think. Y'all heard it tell. Go ahead and tell me you heard talent. Go ahead. Don't listen. I can't get mad at you because we got a different ear. Y'all heard talent. No. How much time he wasted coming on? I can waste that much time coming on talking about the weather because you ain't got nothing to say. And the track, you got to make the track extend. Because if I had something to say, I'm coming straight out the bar talking. I'm giving you a little instrumental, I got to start talking. This too long. Because let's think, but this man, and he's the only person he did, again, tragedy anytime we lose our people. Anytime, any color man, especially one of our race because we have so little. If we don't get on top of these, we got him. These are the people that feeding them. If they don't get an education, this is who they're going to listen to. Because, you know, they show him every time white people let them show him with a stack of money beside their head. Stack of money. The people, this is what you want to find out. How much money does his family have? Oh, you know, he kept talking, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. The other guy made a video about him saying everything they got was leased. I know y'all heard. Y'all gonna need me to, I'm pay your bill, pay for that rented jewelry. Y'all buy all that jewelry. None of these guys they don't leave their family set up worth nothing. They all make bad decisions. They set up, my criticism of them is, why don't y'all sit down and use y'all head and see that these white people letting y'all kill yourself? Y'all think, let me tell you what's gonna hurt these people. It's gonna hurt them when they find out that the feds was sitting right there and watch the whole thing. Cause the feds look at that, I'm gonna let them kill each other. Then I'm gonna come in and charge the ones that left. They were sitting there when Dr. King was assassinated. Y'all know who was there? How many of y'all didn't know who was there? Okay. Directly across the street from the Lorraine Hotel was a school and a place, another building where they claiming that Ray, whatever his name is, James Earl Ray was in. Y'all know who was inside that school building? The United States Army, the FBI, and the police. How did this man right next to them, you got all these people here, intel, mics and everything that's going on, shot goes off, he makes it out of this rented room that he shot a rifle out of. In 1968, pops Dr. King directly in the throat. Remind you, Dr. King is what? Let me borrow for a second. So Dr. King, the hotel, he would have been facing this hotel. So when Dr. King comes out of the room, Dr. King is walking this way. Explain to me how he gets shot in the throat from over him. That's good. That's all I want to know how you shoot me in the throat, in the tie. These people tell us more lies than a little bit. And we buy them. Because who gives us our information? They do. Who gives us our education? Who gives us our rappers? Who gives us our heroes? Who gives us our enemies? You got to stop all our people. That's why with people, this man, I ain't got no fight with none of these preachers out here. I don't waste no time with that no more. Listen, they want us to fight and kick. Yes, a lot of you, a lot of preachers are just terrible people. I'm not gonna cover for them. They're terrible people. Okay, you lie, you steal from your members, you sleep with your members, you molest these kids. You're terrible people. I don't have time for the fight. Let me get the people that'll listen to me, okay? We have been damaged from them telling us. They don't let us tell us nothing. What hero do we give white people? What hero do we give Jewish people? What religion do we give anybody? Why isn't nobody getting nothing from you? Oh, I know what it is. This is a good right here. White people get soul food from us. Let me see. Because you were eating collard greens when you was in the Kibalon. White folk eating collard greens for you was. White folk eating, that's not even your native food. See, you're too ignorant. You're too ignorant to fight. They get so impressed. They come over here in the soul food restaurant. Who was cooking their food? Why you think they had you cooking their food on the plantation? How was it your food when you were planting in his field? Exactly, where did you get your soul food from? Historian, person. So where were black? So what happened? Let me explain to you. Black people, just no problem, no. What black people do? We used to plant white people stuff. Then we had a field of our own somewhere where we planted all the food of the Negro. Y'all can't be that stupid. That was his food. And you went and now you telling people that's your soul food. Why you think your soul is so corrupt? See, other people feed themselves with food that's native to themselves, food that feeds their melon or whatever it is about themselves, stimulates them. All your stuff, somebody gave it to you and told you about it. That's it. And you've been told, you've been lied to. That's what I'm trying to do, help out people, just realize people in general, especially when you see our people, we're just in bad shape. We're in bad shape. Listen, the preachers rape us, the politicians rape us, the movie actors rape us. Everybody we got, there's nobody that don't take advantage of us. No, preachers are not exempt. We're at the top of the pole. Because what we saw was this, and I'm going to include me with every preacher. We saw, well, everybody else beat them and lied to them. Why shouldn't I? Which means you have to look at what part you play in allowing it to happen. Just like people, our neighborhood, drugs in our neighborhood. We got drugs in our neighborhood. We got prostitution in our neighborhood. Yeah, we got drugs in our neighborhood. Well, why don't we go and stop it? Who kills them on the street? You know, in my neighborhood, you remember the neighborhood we used to live in, Ain't Smith? Kirkwood, remember Kirkwood and all that? You remember when the white guys used to stand in the corner and used to be selling dope? Them were niggas. Kids. Who kids are those? Why are we afraid to go and talk to our kids and get our kids off the street? See, let's take blame where blame don't go, and let's put blame where it does go. Who kids are on the street? Yeah, don't run up on them, but we got to be able to approach with a way of this. Then we got to approach with what? What's my alternative? This is what you go. Come on for a minute. But like you said, though, come on, brother, you killing our own people, brother. Brother, come on, brother. We can't be doing this, brother. You got to come out the corner. Now, he said, so what I'm going to do? You got a job? Now I'm stuck. Me and my bean pot, choo, 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 like me Pac-Man, choo, 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 because I didn't come with no solution. Excuse me. We got to come with criticism, but there has to be a solution. We never come with a solution. See, this is the problem I have with black people. I try to raise up money. Y'all heard me, I said, listen, I had y'all people donate money, you want to see a turd. Being humorous. But when I said, let's donate some money, let's help these kids, I said, I'll match it. We get $25. Got over $200 because they want to see a turd. I'm asking for money for kids, not for me, not for a car note, not for a suit, not for a shirt, not for cologne, not take my wife out to eat. So we can help kids that are being kidnapped. We can get them back and we get about $30. I ain't got no money for that, but I sure want to see that turd though. Maybe I need to put them kids on, what's that thing, Biggest Fan? I need to put them on OnlyFans, then the people will pay. Because it scares me that you don't consider your child can come up missing at any time. And when they do, you're going to want somebody to do something about your kid. And you know when somebody pull you and say, you know what, let me ask you a question. You ever gave anything to help anybody else kid? I would now. I ain't ask you what you now. Did you give a flying flip when somebody? I mean, I did cry when I seen him, but you did. This is my problem. What we gotta quit just criticizing with mouth. Won't we come in with resolution? That's right. I want solution. Yeah. You can criticize, but all you do is criticize. There's no solution. Really, you can keep your mouth shut. I criticize with solution. If I cut you down by something, I got a solution. It don't make sense. I'm not going to benefit you. I can't help you unless there's a solution. We good at that. Oh, man, cutting out. What's the solution? What's the answer? People don't want to answer. You like victims. You like being a victim. You like saying other people victims. I don't like being a victim. I don't like saying other people victims. I don't. People of color coming their own. I don't think we ought to go and kill white people, nobody else. I think we ought to kill our stupidity. I think we're the laziest, sorriest bunch of people on the planet. Sorry people ever seen. It don't matter what they tell you and show you about yourself. You'll do absolutely nothing. Nothing. You require nothing. That's why people insult you on every. I mean, listen. Everything that we get coming to us, you deserve that. You deserve it. You deserve to be fired. You deserve to be insulted. You deserve to be homeless. You deserve to be starved. You deserve, because if you don't show people you care, why would they care? Why would people care when you don't care? You'll take no. You know what you'll take a stand? One of these rappers. Oh, man, I ain't found who killed Tupac. Because Tupac was trying to find out who was killing you. Tupac was killing you. He was killing you. He had the intelligence, but he got spiraled off because of the group. He looked at his message. They were trying to tell him, your message brings violence, brother. He was a very educated brother, very nice, but he wasn't smart enough to try to deter his people from him. He tried to help, but then you become part of the problem. He didn't really stay students mind enough to try to be more the solution. But Pop was going to try to, Pop had look at imagery. Nobody seen Pop was trying to help, but they seen Pop smoking. Them whole, it's an acronym, but how many people his listeners knew about an acronym? How many folks said thug life, they knew what thug life meant? What is a thug? I'm just saying that's a Greek god. But the thing is, when you hear, if I see a guy on the street, I say, that's a thug. Well, the hate you, that's a bad guy. That's a terrible person. So while you trying to illuminate people with something, you're doing more detriment and harm. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna do this. I ain't mean to hold y'all up there so long. Let me go. Come on, y'all go ahead and blow this on. That's me. I'm here wasting time because I ain't got nothing to talk about. Hey, 80 degrees outside. 100 shot me. Your baby mama just DM me. Oh, that's gonna be hot now. Y'all playing. All I need is a beat. Lee, find me a beat. There it is. Oh, they're gonna say they'll buy it up. That's it. That thing hard, man. Been born rubber. I ain't even got no time. Go ahead. Time to do something different. Before we build up with them 100 shots. Yahuwah Elohim, the supreme ruler, who is Al Shaddai, the most powerful, who is a beer, who is strong. We come before you this Layla on the Shabbat, acknowledging you as the one that bara, which is create. We acknowledge you through the Ben, Yahushua HaMashiach, your son, your salvation, the anointed one, for all that he rendered, for this opportunity to consider. We allow that you look down from Shamayim upon the alarm, on the world, on the earth, that you would forgive us, grant us a better banal understanding, that we might be recovered. They are both the fathers. And the Benin laws might turn back unto him, the children. Lest you come and you smite the alarm with the Allah. You smite the earth with a curse. Forgive us for all that we've done, all that we've exemplified that were contrary, all that we spoke that undermined or were not in line with that which you've established for us to debar, which is to speak. We allow that you would make us tahar, which is pure, removing all of our tumah, our impurities. Forgive us for our
begad, which is our unfaithfulness. Truly we have gone contrary to you, and you went contrary to us. But we seek you for a dabar, a word, in this season that will radiate inside our inward parts. It's so important that we examine ourselves. But we need your dabar, which is your word. We need your Ruach HaKadosh to dwell in us, to keep us, to establish us in your amat, which is the truth. We palal at you with nagah, which is touch. Stretch forth your yard, your hand, that it might nakah us, which is guide us, before salam too late, everlasting. We palal that you would knit us together in a hall, which is an affection. Those that are watching in, those that are assembled hearing the sound of my voice, nagah the laws of your Yashar'al, your ministers, not only here but in every Malakym, every place. Your Ra'im, your shepherds, your Malakym, your messengers, that we will consider how we halak, how we walk, in order for the arm to follow, which is the people. Forgive us if we've taken more unto ourselves, if we have not submitted and humbled ourselves accordingly. But we seek you that you would grant us the humility, the heart for your arm, the appreciation for all that you give us, that we will be our or light, that we might illuminate even unto your arm, your people, that they will become our or light, that we might radiate in kashak in a dark place. We pull out, we move further, that you take full control, that you get the kabod, the glory, kabod, the honor, the tahalim, the praise, in the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua, HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen.
Yeah, I tell you, they let me know how far our young people all aspiring to be great. So sometimes you gotta look at the cost of being great. And a lot of times you find out being great with these people ain't all that good. Now you look and consider what you gotta give up. I've been doing this for 27 years, August. Not one woman situation. Definitely ain't no man situation. And no kids. I appreciate Yahudah for that. And I say that to tell my young people, integrity gonna be at all that stuff. When it come down to it, right now, you look politicians, preachers, entertainers, actors, performers, athletes, everybody getting tried. Because it's time to see what sort your work is. Oh yeah, rightfully so. Everybody got to be tried. Got to see what your work made of. We've done a lot of talking, a lot of preachers did a lot of talking, a lot of criticizing, a lot of working on other preachers and other religions, false and everything else. But I tell you the truth, if we do anything contrary to Yahuwah's word, you false just like somebody in a false religion. That's what we're starting to look at. So we got to clean up what we got. We got to get out of just assuming because you named the name of something that clarify, justify what you're doing. It's time for everybody to examine themselves. You got to make sure for yourself where you are. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. It's easy to look at other people. Oh, them people using Jesus. I don't really have a whole lot of time for that argument. That's just not something I use. But at the same time, I could be using my time for something more constructive, making sure that I'm out of the way for condemnation and make sure I'm in the way for salvation. Oh, it is. That's why I told people even with rapping, see, we want to be careful. We started to rap like them. You waste your time trying to criticize these people instead of illuminating Yahuwah. That's been honest. We ain't no different. I mean, even Christian rap, we ain't Christian rap, but our stuff was going over too. We were running them down. It's the same thing that they do. Yeah. Wasting time versus what we supposed to do. We supposed to be manifesting his amat. That's right. That's it. And if something come against it, we'll defend it. But in the day, you ain't got to fight. Christians ain't bothering us. What Christians out here bothering us, trying to take the dough, trying to make us stop preaching Yahuwah? Nobody bothering us. What you bothering them for? Let them do what they do. He told you, let them leave. He said, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. Listen, I look at it like this. I ain't going to be able to save everybody. That's all I got to try to make sure we get in. That's he give me just enough. Make sure I what I got. Now those that here, they're gonna be saved. He give me enough. I be just like that widow woman when all Yahoo, they call it like he went in there and she only had enough meal for her and her son. She said she's gonna make one cake. She said that she gonna move. He told her to make me one first, then make one for y'all. When she made here first, every time she go in the barrel, she get a little bit more. That's how he give me. So he give me somebody else. He'll tell me, Smith, I'm finna let you go back in the barrel one more time. You gonna need just a little bit more. So I got enough for what I got him. I ain't got enough to try to save the whole world, because the whole world ain't gonna want to be saved. Right. A lot of times with people pull you off. Where people that like, I've been with you, for though I couldn't starve nobody not just come in to my own, what is his name? And what's the way, what's the Shabbat? What you call it? Shabat. I said, I'm been with you. The best thing I'm about to tell you now, go sit on the curb somewhere and pray. I don't think it's gonna do no good. Just hope a truck come out and run you over right quick, so you don't have to sit here and suffer no longer to Mosh Pot. I'm just been with y'all. We done played a long time. This thing winding up. And the time it's gonna take to start somebody back over. Look at us. We starting back to come back to look at things and realize things and reshape things. Man, we ain't got no time to start nobody to come back and what you know, Jesus wept. See, it's gonna be tight. I had to slow this whole thing down. We gotta start, I gotta rip it all the way down and start over. I just been it ain't time now. People done had that time. He tried to tell you, he said, while he is near. Let's look at this right here, Romans 15:4. Those that's able. Yep, everybody ain't up there today, is it? That's fine. Everybody went up there Wednesday night either. So I see John and family. Good to see y'all. They be hanging in there. I see you up there. I see Robin and the kids. Oh, there you go. I see you, Phil. I ain't see you Wednesday. Philip, you were missing on me Wednesday. You had to work Wednesday. You did tell me you had to work on Wednesday. I remember. There go Isaiah. Isaiah, you were missing Wednesday. I finna have to call the police. Say, where Isaiah at? They got out. They stole Isaiah from him. Oh, he on delay. There we go. Good to see. What happened? You had to work too Wednesday. Where Alma at? Was she there Wednesday? She probably on the YouTube side. You on mute? I can't hear you. Arnez, I see Arnez. Arnez, what we got to do? I can't hear you. I was on YouTube Wednesday. Oh, you on YouTube? Okay, guys. I see that. Arnez, I see Arnez. Arnez, what we got to do? There he go. I see it reverb. It's second guessing me. That's it. He know it. I didn't know you there. He got a rub at one time. That's fine, man. Appreciate it. Good to see y'all. I said, who that? Oh, I see. Hey, my fat man. I see you, fat man. That's Deuce. Hey, fat man. He said, hey, Papa. I miss you too, fat man. Get better. Chris, I see you up there, Chris. South Palm, you be standing up or you sitting on top of one of them, sit up on one of them, what you call them right now? Stools. You sitting on a stool? You sitting on top of the washing machine? Breezy said that. Breezy said sitting on top of the washing machine. Oh, you at the wash house? That's how you keep it clean. Ain't that wrong with that? You just trying to keep it clean. That's how you keep it clean. Who else was missing last week? All right, I see that. That's everybody. Appreciate y'all. Good to see y'all too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, there she go, Jessica. Jessica, you been gone a long time. I see them two pillars over there, Granville. Then he got the sheet folded up. Look nice. That's how we do it. That's right. That's right. We Yahudy. That's right. I see everybody. That's right there now. Oh, I see you right there. I see you in the car. I see everybody. Okay. See y'all up there. Good to see everybody. I see you, Bruce. See everybody up there, Chelsea. When he got herself pregnant, trying to mess my man up. No, my man don't need no more children. He already an angry fella. Mm-hmm. All right, Romans 15:4. Nice. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
So whatever was written before.
Nikatab Talamidas.
What do we say about this? Let's see. So that.
Through endurance.
Working without quitting. Going through without quitting. And through
the Nakun of the Ketubim, we might have Tikva.
So the only way for this, what is this again?
Endurance.
Going without quitting.
Consolation.
Reprise or reward. You know what all this is leaning upon? All that's dependent on this, how well you use this. If you don't use this correctly, you're going to quit and you're not going to get a reward. That's how you got to look at it. I'm trying to tell you, if you ain't got a reward, you got to look at it. Either you're not complying to or it's not being properly taught to you. I ain't quit. It's working. Yeah. I got to look at it working for me. It's working for me. Y'all got it. I'm telling you, it's working for me. I ain't going to tell you something ain't working. It's working for me. This is what I live by. This is what I'm doing. So you got to start looking at, where are you putting your priorities at? And a lot of times, these aren't things we're looking at. So it's things we look at, we try to go back and we try to consider. While we talking, see if that's the, see that the 19th chapter book of Yaqab? They call it Leviticus. He called. Any of y'all was offended from that video, there's nothing I can help you with. He didn't move me. Somebody said, I fell off. You was already falling off. I'll be honest with y'all. I know they look at the word. Let me tell you what, the word don't offend me. What offend me is the living.
Come on, that's right.
See, if we can, this is the thing you look at too. If we can change our young people association, you'll change their conversation. The conversation ain't gonna change until they change their association. You have to talk like that when you're in that type of environment. Look at what he had on the video. You saw he was showing himself down at the corporate building, down at IBM. Y'all saw that?
Yes, sir.
Where was he at? In the hood, in the street,
Corner store.
hanging out in front of the store. They do. So what's the conversation? So you see what this is what I'm trying to get y'all to recognize. If you're going to change these people, going to talk to them in their environment where they at, you have to disassociate from them for that place. That's why they're gonna do differently. See, most of y'all didn't see that with the problem. So now let's look at this. So who is his music geared to? Corporate America. Be smart. Come on, be stupid. He's targeting universities. You know, kids that get ready to grab with their doctorate degrees and masters, because those people they're not interested. Someone might listen to it, but they ain't stupid. They like listen to it, I can't tell you my job.
That's right.
There's some people can dissociate. They say, you know, I like to be the one, but I wouldn't take this stuff to my job. But unfortunately, he stays where he raps. Like they tell you, you don't mess where you eat at.
That's right.
And what did he do? He broke a golden rule. You mess where you ate at, and you got messed up. So I'm trying to help y'all to look at things and you watch people. You gotta pay attention to, I know most of y'all, because you just listen, I'm watching a whole lot more than what you're thinking. You gotta look at the key components of why our people are sitting in our situation. Y'all got it? Hold you got right quick. What I had you to get in the way for? Oh, I told you to get Yaqab 1927. Let's see if that Husha 4 and 6. 6 and 4, right quick. They call it Hosea. Because the Latins want you to always look toward the Spanish. That's that thing. You're in school now. What language they make you learn? Spanish. In America, you really gonna need to learn Spanish, and they're trying to force them back over the border. This makes sense. Anything that confuse you make it more difficult for you. How much Spanish you needed? How many of y'all need Spanish every day? Everywhere you look around, you need Spanish. Don't even use it. Why they don't? So let me tell you something. Just think about something. For whites, other races, it's just another attitude. For you, it's just another reason to get you off. It's another reason to fail you. How many of your friends you speak Spanish to? How many people of color in their community use Spanish? So what's the purpose of it? How many of you go to a job, they ask you, asking you to speak Spanish or requiring you to speak Spanish? So what's the purpose? It's just another reason to fail you, to duke you. You don't see it though. Okay. I got you. They don't have to learn English. They keep going. They make you learn how to communicate with them, but they want them gone. That make a lot of sense when you think about it. That do make a lot of sense. You need to learn Spanish, and they trying to force them back over the border. And you fail in school behind it. Your kids are failing. My kid gonna get kept back for Spanish, and they speak English, and they born in America. It's amazing. It's amazing. I need to go back and get one of them degrees. Don't that make sense? That my kid is failing Spanish, and he can be kept back, or she can be kept back in America. I can see if I lived in Mexico or Guatemala. It makes no sense unless they're targeting you.
Right. Right.
People don't think like that. I know you don't think like that. Ooh, Yaqab. I told you 1927. Well, I told you it's at 6. Husha 6 and 4.
4 and 6, I think.
Is it 4 and 6? Let me see what 4 and 6 say. 6 and 4. I'm showing. Go ahead. Let's see what.
Ami are destroyed for lack of da'ah.
That's 4 and 6?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's 4 and 6. Well, vice versa. Reason why I put it like that, because we read from right to left. See that? I tricked them again. See that? Listen what happened now.
Because
Let's look at this. Now, I don't remember what it said from the beginning, but since we started, let's go ahead and get 4 and 1.
Yes, sir.
How about that? Whatever it is, how about we'll try to learn together. If he said this will do, Yahudah permit.
Yes, sir.
All right, if he permit. I told y'all about, man, I had also come over one day, one Sunday. I said, I got this. I said, I'm just gonna run through a couple of them. I said, we're gonna try to knock this. I said, I ain't gonna hold you up. I said, I'm trying to run. I said, if I don't feel like I got it, I said, just cut out. We just gonna keep moving. So I turned toward it. Yeah, I turned. In my house, I had to turn where I turned. I said, listen, I said, I want to do this. I said, let that be for Yaqab. I said, let me get this. I said, do this. I said, let's go. And we went. All I think him said, that was a nice palal. It didn't help you one bit. Though. I realized that. I said, I did. I was under. I said, so when people hear it, I said, they'll see you. I said, so this should be the extra push. They gonna see you. It's gonna be for you too. I like this for you. And I turned that thing out. I said, I'm ready. We went. That thing said, we ain't going nowhere with this. Then nothing changed. You know, you let me know. You can pray about something, but if it ain't, it just ain't.
Yeah, that's right.
And you put me in but you know what it is? You learn to accept that.
That's right.
They ain't changed me serving him, how I felt about it. It just let me realize you can palal for something that might not be it. And you need that.
That's right.
So when things are given to you, you know what's given you. That's right. I'm just telling you, sometimes what we mess up, if I just pray a little right, everything I ask I want. No. You don't learn to appreciate like that. And I think about how you appreciate when you get everything. Think about how many of y'all knew kids that grew up had like everything. How many y'all remember them kids say, man, I appreciate everything. This me. They don't think that about most of them when they lose it, they go, you say, man, you had everything. You might not tell them, and look at you, because you know what? They didn't appreciate it. Mm-hmm. They took it for granted. They just thought, hey, they like, it's something you ain't nothing to me. This is what it is. I guess. So you know what? He has to have that balance where something don't work out here, something works out. So you learn to appreciate and realize you value. Like I value everything I get. I really appreciate. Because I realize you can palal and it be repetitious for the fact of you just say it out of a comfort. You don't really mean it. Like people tell their wife, husband, I love you, but I cheat on you. You say so. But I always told you I love you. Yeah, but your actions didn't portray that. You see what I'm saying? So you can start looking at the importance of making sure you're genuine when you do things. Make sure you consider, he just loaned you this stuff. Look at them Palestinians. You know them people, they knocked on one of those guys' door. I remember this when they first started the war in October here. A little bit, they decided everybody need to evacuate, get out of Gaza. They knocked on the door. This one guy they interviewed, he said, knocked on the door, they told him to get out. He said, get out. Listen, they told him to get out. You think about somebody knocking your door right at this thing. How long is it going to take you to get out? Get out. Get out. You got a family. How long it take you? Okay, so he got out the door. He said 2 minutes later, they blow the house up. His kids, his brother was in the doorway finna walk out. He watched his family, whole family get blowed up and killed right there. How long it take you to get out your house? Get out. So I need you to get your stuff and get out. How long it take you to get out, you and your family?
Maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Minute and a half? That's fast. I think he said that. Hold on. How long it take you, Dwight?
It won't take 30 minutes. It'll take a while.
It's gonna take a while. How long it take you, Boston? He said 30 minutes. So he said, I want all y'all to think about this. That's got families. Soldiers come to your door, get out. We kicking y'all out. Get out your house. You don't have no, I'm not gonna, boom, 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 we soldiers. Get out. Get out. How long gonna take y'all? Exactly. You're right. Ain't no reason. You don't know what they tell. But these soldiers, and these soldiers that's against you, you know, you kind of figure, because that's what's going to get you. First of all, you like, get out. I'm trying to put my mind on get out of my house. Are you talking about like for a few minutes? Mm-hmm. Or they ain't really, get out. Y'all need to leave. Y'all got to go. How long you figure it take you to get the girls, get stuff together? What you feel like you're going to need to go? Boom. Can you imagine that man say he walked out? His brother, his kid, they got blowed up. They tried to come, they were getting ready to come, then they got blowed up. He watched his family get killed right now. Because you know what? A man had to start looking at how, because think about it, they got to look at what we're going to need. If I ain't never, because it make a difference. If I ain't never coming back, how long is it going to take? Just how long it take you? But you don't know they're going to blow up, get out.
I don't know they're going out.
No, the people didn't know that. I'm sure they didn't know that. Because you ain't think, you thinking, I gotta make sure they got diaper. That's anybody with family. How long gonna take you out? You gotta figure. I gotta get this. Hold on, I'm trying to think of what I'm. Let me just make sure. If I got my gun, I need to get them. And the whole time you're doing this, you getting blowed up. When you talk about appreciate, you need all of us. You need to appreciate your life. Because that's anybody. First of all, you probably know the fact that somebody just knocking on those soldiers saying get out, and you thinking, hold on, get out. This whole time you talking, your house finna get blowed up. We finna tear your house up, and you got to get your family. And then where you finna go? Because they're evacuating this whole region. A lot of these people walk. Can you imagine? This is one thing you get in the car. We're talking about you and your family walking. So that makes a big difference in what you got to take. Because we walking. Ain't like I'm packing stuff in the car. We finna be walking. A lot of stuff y'all don't appreciate.
It's true.
But that's where we at. Now he told us that he said the reason why my people destroyed, it's because they lack knowledge. Can we see what lack is? We know knowledge of what we looked at before, range of information. I know that from years ago that was a definition of range of information. Lack would be the state of being without or not having enough of something. That's where he said he at. He said that's what he found about his people. This is what he said about us. Let's say that he said this about our fathers, both the fathers. He said they had a lack of, the state of being without or not having enough of something. That's what lack is. And we found out what the something was. It was knowledge. Let's see what knowledge is, please. Because, you know, this is something we think ain't important. I ain't going to worry about that. He'll give you what you need. But he had them and they didn't have it. So was it on him or was it in facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through what? Experience or education, the theoretical or the practical understanding of a subject. He said that's what, they weren't practical. You got to think, a lot of stuff you think you're not practical. That's what he's looking at right here for us. Facts and information and skill. He said that's what we lack. He said people didn't have enough of that. He said that's why they were destroyed. So now we start looking at him coming in and doing things to them. It's because they lacked some facts. There was some information they didn't have. So that's why he killed them. They were without it. That's why we died. That's why they were being destroyed. They said they could blame other people. It was the Amorites. It was the Gersites. It was all these other people. He said, no, it's because you lack some knowledge. You lack some facts. You lack some information. He said, that's why you're being destroyed. Wow. Wow. Y'all hear that? Facts, information, skills acquired by a person through education. Y'all see that? That makes sense. Can we use something, we can find something that can kind of tie in and show that fact, or to show a correlation, anything we think of? See if that's, see if that Alaph Malakym might be Byth. 17, 20. So let's see about 20. Then we'll move over. We try to look for things. So since we see that, a lot of times we'll look at that, we see the definition, but you got to see how sometimes things work. Alaph Malakym, 17:20. Listen.
He said to Yahuwah and said, O Yahuwah, my all, have you also brought Husha to the widow?
Byth. Hold on. Yeah, see Byth. Second. Listen.
Yahuwah rejected all the Tuladath of Yashar'al and afflicted them and gave them into the hand of plunderers.
Y'all see what he did? He afflicted all the benim of Yashar'al, all of them. He put them in the hands of people that were going to plunder them, which means people that just took from them. That's amazing. That's what he said. He rejected all of them, but he kept a few of them. See that? What is all? That's what he did. He said, I rejected them. Listen what he did.
Until he had cast them out of his presence.
See that? Till he got them out of his presence.
When he had torn Yashar'al from the Byth of Daud, they made Jeroboam the ben of Nebat.
You see what
Malak.
he did? He tore them away. What did he do now? He tore who?
He had torn Yashar'al from the Byth of Daud.
Y'all see what he did? He tore Yashar'al away from the Beth of Daud. Listen,
They made Jeroboam the ben of Nebat Malak,
that's what they did. They made him the Malak. They made him the emperor. Listen,
and Jeroboam drove Yashar'al away from following after Yahuwah.
and y'all gonna sit here and say the first miracle made was a Ford. First car was ever made was a Jeroboam. That's what he said. He drove him away. The car was named after the manufacturer. Henry Ford. They rode around. They rode in a Boeing. Hello. So you thought they walked there well? See that's what he did. So you gotta look at that dry. It's like a press toward. He pressed. Listen.
And made them commit a great kata.
See that? And he made them see that. You ain't gonna believe it. What you think happened when you get away from Yahuwah? See, but this is the thing you don't realize. In order for things to happen to you, you had to be pushed. And we talked about before when I talked about moving the court. Listen what happened. When did this happen? Listen again what happened. What did he do? What Jeroboam did?
When he had torn Yashar'al from the Beth of Daud,
So he tore him away from the Beth from Daud. What happened?
they made Jeroboam the ben of Nebat
See
Malak.
that? See that? And what happened?
And Jeroboam drove Yashar'al away from following after Yahuwah.
See that? What you think happened once he separated them? That's what they did. Remember, Daud was a man of his own law. See, he had made a berith with Daud. How that was never going to fail a man to sit upon his throne, and how different things were going to happen, and there was going to be attributes that were going to follow him. And you see what happened to Yahudah versus them. But in order for it to happen, guess what happened? I got to tell you away.
Yeah.
And so with that happening, what you think happened to them? Just listen to what happened now. And what happened?
And made them commit a great kata.
So that he made them commit a great kata. What happened?
In the bani of Yashar'al, Halak, and all the kataim of Jeroboam, which he did.
See that? You didn't believe it. See, the leaders of the people causing the error. And they done led them because of lack of knowledge. Because they lacked some information and some facts. What was going to happen? What was going to happen? See, you don't even realize how things are strategically put together to show you. See, in order for things to happen, all I had to do was divide them. Once you divide them, you can do it.
That's right.
That's all I had to do. Look, what you think purple when he separated them? So let's see what happened then. And let's see if that's not a fact. Let's see what happened. Listen.
They did not depart from them.
They did not depart from them.
That's
Listen.
right. Until Yahuwah removed Yashar'al from his presence as he spoke by the hand of all his Abadim, the Nabaim.
Listen, all his servants, the Nabaim, listen.
So Yashar'al was carried away out of their own Arats
See
to Ashur until this June.
See that? They were carried out of their way into Ashur until the day. Listen.
And the Malak of Ashur brought Anashim from Babel and from Kutha and from
Hold for a
Au.
second. That was verse 20. Do me a favor. Go back up. We started 20. Go back up to about 16.
Yes, sir.
Let's just see something. Listen.
And they forsook all the commandments of Yahuwah their all.
You said they kept what now?
Forsook all
They-
the commandments of Yahuwah their all.
They forsook all of the commandments of Yahuwah, their all. What else?
And made for themselves molten images,
They made for themselves molten images,
even 2 calves,
even 2 calves.
and made a grove in Shekah all the Saboth of the Shamayim.
So they made a
and
place they
served
sit down and they
Baal.
worship. Let's see what they did. They sat there and they worshiped all the groves. Look what they made a grove and they worshiped all the hosts of Shamayim. Listen. Like these people do walk around where they have a 5-point star on a quarter moon. They go with their religion. So when these people sit here and put their 5-point pinnacle, I ain't never seen no star with no 5 points on it. I don't know where these people get this stuff from. But
right.
everybody keep associating this stuff with Yahuwah. I don't know where they get it from.
That's right.
If you go with that, you should make one a sign. According to Olive Cuff, when he talked about it, he told you till the day star rise.
Yeah.
So you talking about the Kukabin, that's at Layla. The day star, it overshadowed every other order that's up there. Why they don't make one of the sign and put it up there? Because people always go after something he told you not to do. I'm not advocating you putting that up. It's just, this is going to show you a pattern, okay? This is what he told you. What is it, verse 17 or what 16 I told you?
That was 16. Yes,
16,
sir.
read it again, let's see.
Yes, sir.
Let's go 15, let's see 15.
Yes, sir.
Let's see where it go. How about that? Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Let's see where it go. Listen.
And they rejected his statutes and his berith which he had made
See that?
with their aboth
See that? They rejected his statutes and what else?
and his berith
And his berith,
which he had made
which he had made
with their aboth
with their fathers. Come
and
on.
his testimonies with which he testified against them.
And the testimony that he testified against them. Listen.
And they followed after vanity and became vain.
See that? That's what they did. They became feudal. They went after feudal thing. It wasn't no profit to it. That's what they did. Listen.
And went after the goyim which surrounded them, concerning which Yahuwah had commanded them not to do like them.
See that? And they went after the nation that he told them not to do like them. Listen.
And they forsook all the commandments of Yahuwah their all,
And they forsook all the commandments of Yahudah their all. Listen.
and made for themselves molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove in Shekah all the Saboth of the Shamaim, and served Baal.
Yes.
And they made their Bani and their Banuth pass through the fire and practiced divination and enchantments,
Yeah.
and sold themselves to do Rosha in the sight of Yahuwah, provoking him.
Listen.
So Yahuwah was very angry with Yashar'al, and removed them from his
Got him out his sight.
There was none left, but only the Matah of Yahudah.
That's the only one that was left. Mathathyahu. What happened?
Also Yahudah did not keep
You said Yahudah obeyed what now?
Also Yahudah did not keep the commandments of Yahuwah their all.
I'm sorry. You said they did what? They wouldn't move, steadfast, unmovable?
Also Yahudah did not keep the commandments of Yahuwah their all, but halak in the customs of Yashar'al, which they made.
What exactly did Yashar'al do? They disobeyed. How? All the commandments. What does they do? They made groves too
That's
to
right.
worship. You can't say they. If he just told you what Yashar'al did and he said that Yahudah followed them, that means Yahudah did the same exact
Same thing. That's right.
That means we worship all the hosts of
That's
Shaman.
right.
We made groves.
That's right.
That we went after, and we went after the other people, the other land,
Yes,
other lands
sir.
too.
Yes, sir.
Listen what happened.
Yahuwah rejected all the Tuladath of Yashar'al.
And he did what to Yahudah?
Rejected all the Tuladath of Yashar'al.
You hear that? That's tight.
Yeah.
And what did Yahudah do? Read again what Yahudah did.
Also Yahudah did not keep the commandments of Yahuwah their all,
Which one we broke? What do we do?
and halak in the customs of Yashar'al, which they did.
Listen.
Yahuwah rejected all the Tuladath of Yashar'al and afflicted them,
That's what he did. See what he did? And afflicted. What else happened?
and gave them into the hand of plunderers,
Y'all see how Yahudah got in hand to plunder? Listen.
until he had cast them out of his presence.
So he got them out of his sight.
That's right.
Listen.
When he had torn Yashar'al from the Byth of Daud,
He
they
tore them
made
from him. What happened?
they made Jeroboam the ben of Nabat Malak,
They made him Malak.
and Jeroboam drove Yashar'al away from following after Yahuwah, and made them commit a great kata.
See that happen? He pressed them off from it and made them commit a great kata. Listen what happened.
And the Bani of Yashar'al, halak in all the kataim of Jeroboam, which he did.
And they went in all the sins of Jeroboam, everything he did. Why wouldn't he? He was the leader. Listen.
They did not depart from them,
And they didn't leave it either. Listen.
until Yahuwah removed Yashar'al from his presence,
Until he removed him from his presence.
as he spoke by the hand of all his abadim, the Nabaim.
Who picked up the key? Key. The key will unlock something for us. Did anybody pick up anything? What you picked up? He said, yes, sir. Let's see. What you picked up? Okay, good one. I'm going to check later. I know you said yes, sir, too far. Pay attention in order to do what he did to him. What?
Until
No. It was the fact that he tore them from Daud. Pay attention. We did the same thing. Only way he could afflict them, he had to tear them away from us. Remember, we asked for the sure mercies of Daud. Remember Daud, when he trespassed, and he killed Uriah. And he told him, I'm not going to kill you. He doesn't know, I put that away. I put that in your bin. See, that's people don't even know what the sure mercies of Daud is.
that's right.
See, you don't pay attention. I'm reading this with you too. See, the key was he couldn't do that to us. He made a berith with Daud. He had one with them too, but this one he got to keep. He done told you, I'm going to say the tense of Yahudah first.
That's right.
See, we understood about it coming better than anybody. See, that's why when Yahushua came, he went to Yashar'al. He came to his own first.
That's right.
Once we rejected him, that's when he went to seek Yashar'al, bring Yashar'al back. Okay, trying to help you out. I do a white pattern. See, that's how important it is for you to be here. See, all these folks be hollering about Yashar'al, I just let them keep talking. See, this is the problem you got. You can be Yashar'al and not be Yahudah because he said he tore you away. I'm Yahudah. I can still be Yashar'al.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all got it? You can be Yashar'al and not be Yahudah.
That's right.
That's the difference. Y'all got it? That's the difference. You can be Yashar'al and not be Yahudah. That's right. I'm Israel. I know. I ain't got no fight with you because they are out here. They are. But they don't realize he gonna say the tense of Yahudah first.
That's right.
They'll wait because Yashar'al won't be able to magnify themselves against us. Hello?
Yes, sir.
See, and the reason why I'm trying to get y'all looking at, you start looking at patterns, because we started out, we were just talking just nicely in the book of Jude. We were actually going to go to the 19th chapter of the book of Yaqab. For some reason, he said, well, let's shift and go a different direction. So we're trying to see, you're making statements saying that the people destroyed for something, then we got to say, we got to pay attention to see why, correct? So let's jump over right quick. See that book, Alaph Malakym, 13:1. First Kings, they call it. Listen.
Now behold, there came an Ish of Elohim from Yahudah to Bethel by the Dabar of Yahuwah, while Jeroboam was standing by the altar to burn incense. He saak against the altar by the Dabar of Yahuwah and said, O altar.
That's the 12th chapter, 13th chapter. 12.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Then Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Yashar'al had come to Shechem to make him Malak.
That's what they did. They went to Shechem to make him a law. Make him an emperor. Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass when Jeroboam, the ben of Nebat, and he was yet in Mizraim, Shama of it, where he had fled from the presence of Malak Shalama, and he was living in Mizraim.
He had fled because Solomon didn't care for him. They said, according to writing, they saw he was industrious. He was a man making way. Solomon didn't care for him when they called something. He really didn't care for him. So he had fled. Listen.
Then they sent and carried him, and Jeroboam and all the assembly of Yashar'al came and spoke to Rehoboam, saying,
What did they say?
Your Abba made our yoke hard.
See that? Mm-hmm.
Now, therefore, lighten the hard service of your Abba and his heavy yoke, which he put on us, and we shall serve you. Then he said to them, Depart for 3 yamim, then return to me. So the arm departed. Malak Rehoboam consulted with the Zakanim who had stood in the presence of his Abba Shalama while he was still alive, saying, How do you advise to answer this arm at the bar? Then they spoke to him, saying, If you shall be in abad to this arm today, and shall serve them, and answer them, and speak to Dabarym to them, then they shall be to you abadim for all the yamim.
Then if you speak to them good words, they said that went there. That's what they'll do. They'll be abadim to you for a long time. Come on.
But he forsook the counsel of the Zakanim which they had given him, and consulted the young Anashim who had grew up with him, who were standing before him.
Yeah.
So he said to them, What do you advise? And we shall answer this arm a Dabar, who have spoken to me, saying, Lighten some of the yoke, which your Abba put on us.
Yeah.
The young Anashim who grew up with him spoke to him, saying,
What they told him.
Thus you shall say to this arm,
That's what you tell them.
who spoke to you, saying, Your Abba made your yoke heavy, but you make it lighter for us.
You make it lighter.
Thus you shall speak to them.
Yeah.
My little finger is thicker than my Abba's loins.
1,000 women. They came up short. Go ahead.
And now my Abba laid a heavy yoke on you.
And say, let a heavy yoke on you.
I shall add to your yoke.
He said, I'm going to add to it.
My Abba disciplined you with whips,
Yeah.
but I shall discipline you with scorpions. Then Jeroboam and all the arm came to Rehoboam on the 3rd yom, as the Malak had spoken, saying, Return to me on the 3rd yom. The Malak answered the arm harshly, for he forsook the advice of the Zakanim, which they had given him. And he spoke to them according to the advice of the young Anashim,
He spoke
saying,
to him according to the advice of the young Anashim. The old Anashim told him what to tell him. So the young Anashim told him what to tell him, and you tell him that. What happened?
My Abba made your yoke heavy,
He made your yoke heavy.
but I shall add to your yoke.
I'm going to add to it.
My Abba disciplined you with whips,
Yeah.
but I shall discipline you with scorpions.
Yes.
So the Malak did not shama to the arm, for the cause was from Yahuwah.
See, that's why he didn't do it, because the calls were from Yahuwah. Sometimes folk don't realize they want to answer me. Once you just wait and do like he tell you, the calls are from Yahuwah.
That's right.
Listen.
That he might establish his Dabar, which Yahuwah spoke by the hand of Achiyah the Shalonite to Jeroboam the ben of Nebat.
Because he had came and he met him in the 11th chapter, and when he saw Jeroboam, he saw he had a coat upon him. He took it and cut it up and gave him 10 and said, keeping 2. That's what he told him. He let him know already he's going to tear this from Solomon. He's going to tear this from the bed of Yah. He's going to give you 10 and he's going to keep 2. You ain't going to believe what 2. He kept he kept them. He kept Yashar'al, Benjamin, and you don't find out look at him. And also you're going to see some of Louis stayed too. Listen.
When all Yashar'al saw that the Malak did not shama to them,
Yes.
the arm answered the Malak the Dabar, saying,
What they say?
What portion do we have in Daoud?
That's what they want to know. We don't have no part. Listen what they said.
We have no inheritance in the ben of Yeshiah to your tent.
Yashi, you talking about who they call Jesse.
Yashi,
that was his
I'm
father,
sorry,
Yashi.
Yashi. To your tents, O Yashar'al.
See that? What happened?
Now look after your own Byth, Daoud.
He just told everybody go to their matah, to their tents. They were going to their matah. The matah would refer to the staff or to their tribe. Everybody go back to your tent, go back to your inn. He told you to go out to see, we got to make our own way. Listen.
So Yashar'al departed to their tents.
Yes.
But as for the Bani of Yashar'al who lived in the cities of Yahudah,
What happened?
Rehoboam reigned over them.
That's what he did. It's some stayed. Listen.
Then Malak, Rehoboam, sent Adoram, who was over the forced labor, and all Yashar'al stoned him with stones that he moved. And the Malak, Rehoboam, made haste to mount his chariot to flee to Jerusalem.
Yes.
So Yashar'al rebelled against the Beth of Daoud to this Yom.
Listen.
It came about when all Yashar'al shama that Jeroboam had returned, that they sent and carried him to the assembly, and made him Malak over all Yashar'al.
Yes.
There was none that followed after the Beth of Daoud, but the Matah of Yahudah only.
Listen.
Now, when Rehoboam had come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the Beth of Yahudah and the Matah of Benjamin,
Yeah.
180,000 chosen Anashim, who were the makers of war, to fight against the Beth of Yashar'al, to restore the Malakym, to restore the Malkuth to Rehoboam, the ben of Shalom. But the Dabar of Elohim came to Shemaiah, the Ish of Elohim, saying,
What is saying?
Speak to Rehoboam, the ben of Shalom, Malak of Yahudah,
And do what?
and to all the Beth of Yahudah and Benjamin, and to the rest of the arm, saying, Thus says Yahuwah, you shall not go up nor fight against your Akim,
Why?
the Bani of Yashar'al.
Yeah.
Return every Ish to his Beth,
What they do?
for this thing has come from me.
And they kept going?
So they shama to the Dabar of Yahuwah,
They heard it intelligently and did what?
and returned to go according to the Dabar of Yahuwah.
Listen. Everybody know what they were going to do.
Fight.
They were going to fight to return them back. But this thing was from Yahuwah. I don't want them back. I told him for a reason. Oh, he'd have succeeded. He'd have succeeded. That's why he turned him around. He wasn't going to succeed. You let him keep going. He knew he would have succeeded. He'd have gone. That's why I turned him around. This thing from me. I told him for a reason. My word going to stand. See, a lot of y'all keep messing around. You have no idea. You playing against that man's word. His word going to stand. Go ahead. Listen.
Having problems finding the next verse.
It's real long.
Okay, I found it. Then Jeroboam built Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim and lived in it. And he went out from there and built Penuel. Jeroboam said in his lob, now the Malkuth shall return to the Beth of Daud.
See now?
If this arm go up to offer Zabak in the Beth of Yahuwah at Jerusalem,
What happened?
then the lob of this arm shall return to their Adon.
You hear that? And they go up to Jerusalem and they do that. What happens? See, if they go up and they go up there and they keep their muhar to do what they're supposed to do, then they're gonna wind up returning. This is why he built this in Shechem. Listen,
Even to Rehoboam, Malak of Yahudah, and they shall kill me and return to Rehoboam, Malak of Yahudah.
let me ask you a question. Do anybody understand why he know they're gonna kill him? Hands? Hands. Hands. Why? That's right, because he caused them to turn away. That's your Torah. Once they catch that, they saw you. Once I realized you turned me away, we supposed to kill you
That's right.
because you thought to turn us away
That's right.
from following our law. So what did he do? He built something in Shechem. He set up a place and told him this is the house of Elohim. Because if these people go back up and shakar him, then they're going to return back to Daud. And these people are going to turn on me and realize we got off from following you. Why y'all think these preachers keep building these film life centers and keep trying to put all the extra stuff in these churches? Because they know if the people return, it's going to kill them. Not physically, ain't going to tell them physically, but it's going to kill their check, going to kill everything they're doing.
Right.
They ain't stupid. Why y'all think these folks do what they do?
That's right.
They'll bring entertainers in. That's why they do it. They know once these people come up and they keep, it's no way to keep this and keep the money and go back there. Eventually you're going to start looking. If I'm keeping this, there's some other stuff I need to be keeping. When I start keeping, I'm going to start looking at some things and realize this stuff ain't right. That's why they're able to do what they do. Listen what he did.
So the Malak consulted and made 2 golden calves.
See what
and
he
he
did?
said to them,
What did he say?
it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem.
Man, you know what? The God I serve, you ain't got to do all that traveling. I got to go down to Atlanta. God I serve very well. We got Jerusalem right here. That's how they get them every time. That's why
Every
folks
time.
sit back. They see this ain't no. They keep thinking this is not a new program. When these people are not authentic, they stole this from Jeroboam. He saw the same thing. Listen what this he did.
Behold, you're all, O Yashar'al.
See what he told them. Behold, you all. They ain't heard that before. They heard that when Husha went up
That's
and
right.
made his comment, didn't they?
That's right.
All her room made it for him, didn't it?
That's right.
Amazing. They told them, see, behold yours. They made 2 of them.
Yep.
Y'all don't know why they made 2. Same when they had him on the 2. He said with the Malak of the Yahudim. They said, but he be the Malak of Yashar'al, let him come down. He was 2 olives. He told you the 2 should be 1. Go ahead, listen.
Behold, you're all, O Yashar'al,
See that?
that brought you up from the Arats of Mizraim.
See that went right back. See, he brought him right back. Listen what happened.
He set one in Bethel,
He set one in the house of Elohim. And where's he put the other one?
and the other he put in Dan.
Because Dan is judge. Judge for yourself. That's how he put one in Dan, he put the other one in the house of Elohim. They stuck. So you come to the house of Elohim, you got one if you go to judgment. Okay. Listen.
Now this thing became a kata,
Why?
for the arm went before the one even unto Dan.
Listen.
And he made a
They went
beth.
from the house of Elohim they went right to the judge.
That's right.
Same thing. Listen.
And he made a beth on high places, and made Kohanim of the lowest of the arm.
See what he did? Look where he made the Kohanim from. You already told they supposed to came. They supposed to came from Louis.
That's right.
He made from the lowest of the people. Listen what happened.
Who were not of the Bani of Louis.
Wow. See, here you go again, trapping. That's why you got to pay attention. That's why you know where they come from. Otherwise, this thing be a sin. That's why you know where a connection got to be to. Otherwise, it'd be a sin. They just told you this thing was a sin. Anything other than Louis is going to be a problem. You have to have your connection. He just told you that. This thing became a sin. Listen.
Jeroboam made a muhad in the 8th Kodash,
Wow. And what else happened?
on the 15th Yum of the Kodash.
I don't know what that could possibly be. See that? Trying to mark so-called. See how they get you? You ain't gonna believe it. We have revivals over here and be like, yeah, we have revival. We have all of them. You know what I'm saying? The next month. And they folks say, well, really? That revival is 5 days, really 5, 2 more the weekend. It still go with the 5, then the day after Monday, 'cause I ain't gonna go to work. That's 8 days. Oh, that's how they get them every time. That's how they get you. They trip you up every time. They put it in the wrong time. He said it purposely. Listen what happened.
Like the Muhad, which is in Yahudah, and he went up to the altar. Thus he did in Bethel to sacrifice to the calves which he had made.
See, this is the thing that we try to get people to look at, try to consider in what you do. It's so important when you watch that. Let's see if that, I'm thinking, let me see with the 17th chapter of the book of Alah Ha Dabarym. Let me see that what I want.
Yes, sir.
17, they call it Deuteronomy. We just reading together, see where we go, how they work out. Book right though.
Yes, sir.
I look at a lot of times, years ago, let's see, 17:1. Somebody read that. All right, listen.
You shall not zabat to Yahuwah your all an ox or a sheep which has a blemish or any rosha thing in it, for that is a detestable thing to Yahuwah your all.
See what dropped down about 11? Should talk about them having an emperor. Well, I want 11, 17, 11. What's it, 11, 17? 17, 15? Well, jump down. Give me 14. Give me 11. Let's see what it's saying.
Yes, sir.
Alah Ha Dabarym. These are the words. Dabarym, 17. I said 11.
Yes, sir.
I read that. Let's see what it says. Listen.
According to the tenor of the Torah which they lamed you, and according to the verdict which they tell you, you shall do. You shall not turn aside from the bar which they declare to you, to the right nor to the left.
Hold on. What? Let me say that. What? That's 11.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna back up. We starting in a space. We got to need 9. Let me see what 9. Give me a.
Yes,
give me
sir.
a better idea. Let's see what 9 say. Listen.
So you shall come to the Kohanim of the Luim, or the Shaphat who was in those Yamim, and you shall inquire, and they shall declare to you the sentence of the Mashpah. You shall do according to the tenor of the Debar which they declare to you.
You do what they tell you to do.
From that place which Yahuwah chooses,
From the place
and you
which
shall
you choose.
observe according to all that they lamed you,
Do all that they taught you. Listen what happened.
according to the tenor of the Torah which they teach you.
So that. Listen.
And according to the verdict which they tell you, you shall do.
Yeah.
You shall not turn aside from the debar which they declare to you,
And
to the
folks do it
right
all the
nor to
time.
the left.
So that to the right or to the left. You know what I mean? Or to the Simone. You're not supposed to turn to the right or to the left. See, these instructions. You see, this is what you don't pay attention to. See what Jeroboam, when he took the people, it told you he did. What did he do with that automobile?
Froze.
That's how he was able to get them. This is what, when he told you before, pay attention. Behold, I sent a Malakym before you. What was he supposed to do? Beware him, because he won't pardon your transgression. That's why Jeroboam, he was coming to get them. Oh yeah, especially I sent a message and they killed him. I'm coming to kill him. I ain't gonna pardon that. Why was he gonna let that go? I'm killing them. I'm coming to bring the house back. I'm taking them down. Only reason he set Rehoboam up was to keep them in the way. Beware of him and obey his voice. Shama, what he telling you? Because this man is not going to pardon your transgression. That man wasn't pardoning. What did he say? Well, that's on them. No, I'm not pardoning them. Assemble 180,000. We killing these guys. And you don't even realize why your way be hard. Because you turn to the side. That's what you're, see, in order, this is where you mess up at. You get yourself turned off with your own ideology. You get yourself turned with your own idea. And you don't realize you set for the path of destruction. If you stay with the fold, that's the pathway. But you're born, you see something else, you go somewhere else, and you don't realize if you just wait, this thing from Yahuwah. Yes, but you don't see it from Yahuwah. You see something else like Jeroboam the people did. Because I don't see my portion, I don't see my end. I can't see what I want to see, I can't do what I want to do. So now, you done sign yourself, yeah. He look at, now you set where I can kill you. Had you stayed with the fold, that was your lifeline. Yeah. You see what he did? He told you, I tore him away from them. That's how he was able to deflect it. He just told you, according to the sentence that they give you, the tenor, he said, that's what you need to do. Do it. Don't diminish from that. Don't turn away from what they told you to do. He set them for a reason. Even he told you that's amazing. When he sat down, he told you, they sit in Musha seat, all they tell you to do,
Do it
but not,
as they say.
because they ain't gonna make sense to tell you, don't pay them no attention when I'm gonna override Torah. It's gonna be a problem. Because now when these people coming, they saying, we looking at Torah, now you saying, don't obey him, but you said obey him. Which one I'm supposed to do? Listen.
The Ish who acts presumptuously by not Shama to the Kohan who stands there to serve Yahudah, your all.
You ain't gonna go and consult and do what you're told to do. You're gonna do your own thing. Presumption, you just jump and do your own thing. Because I ain't told you to do it. That's what he was trying to tell me before he said it. I mean, he said, I hadn't sent them. He said, they ran. He said, I hadn't spoken to them, and they nobble. He said, had they stood in my counsel, and had they caused the people to honor him, my Dabarym, you ain't gonna believe it. They would have turned them.
Right.
They would have turned them. That's why they ain't turned them, because you ain't listening to what he tell you. I would try to tell you, if any man thinking be ruach, spiritual, or he probably not, he said, let me know the thing I write to you. He said, these are the Ma'alahim. He said, but if you be ignorant, you ain't gonna believe why he told you that, because you had to know Torah. Why would he tell you the things I wrote, they the commandment of him? Why do people supposed to obey what they were told then? Because he just told you that. Now, if you're gonna do presumptuously and do what you want to do, then you set yourself in the line of fire. Because I hadn't told you to do that. But it's another spirit working. This is when you become dangerous. Y'all do a lot of stuff y'all ain't got no business doing. I wouldn't do it, but I mean, it's healthy for you for some reason. It's dangerous. I wouldn't do it, though. But again, just like you're born, he set you up for a reason. That's why I tell y'all, listen, like y'all, really, y'all can withdraw from on that screen. Like, really, y'all killing time because you can't do it. It's an impossible feat for you. You sit here and heard the man tell you, said, listen, you want to inquire. He said, whatever the sentence they tell you to do, that's what you need to do. He said, now the man be presumptuous, do what he want to do. That's going to be on him. And that's what you find people do. Listen.
The Ish who acts presumptuously by not Shama to the Kohan who stands there to serve Yahudah, your all, or to the Shafet, that Ish shall moot.
See that? The man that made the judgment. So when they came back to see Rehoboam, what were they coming back to find out? They were coming to find out the judgment. They were coming to Masha. They were coming to find out what was the city, what he going to do. And guess what they did? They acted presumptuously. And it only got worse. This is what y'all look at, what you follow. What kind of situation you in right now? So how well is what you're doing working? And you had to ask yourself, why though?
Right.
Because he has an order. And if you don't follow the order, it gets hard. That's what he said the way of a transgressor is hard. That's why he said my yoke is easy. Why y'all thinking it get better for them? They were transgressors. How are their yoke gonna get easier? How is it gonna get easier? It doesn't make sense. You transgress. People keep asking him to make, it doesn't make sense. It's not logical, it's not practical. We just looked at practical, theoretical, isn't that right? When we start looking at these things, it's crazy. When people look at stuff, so when you're praying, what are you asking him for? Well, I don't know, I'm just, I mean, whatever, you feel like, he's like, that's what you're gonna take to him for real? The man got an order. The man got an order. He told them people they to listen to. He said, these people pass my pot. These people to call on. He said, these are the people that I'm talking to. And you do well if you follow and if you obey and you comply. But if you be presumptuous, you can do what you want to do, you don't put yourself in the line of fire. That's what they did. That's how they got off. That's why they were doing something. Look, there's people, in my church, we kind of do that too. Oh, you're born. Hey, what you say? I ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody done nothing. Ain't that right? Ain't nobody done nothing. It's similar. It's something like, but it's a transgression. Just like when I tell you, and a lot of y'all do that too. I say, do this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got, what if I got, what you think I be thinking? And I tell them this and they still do it. Y'all don't think that'd be dangerous? When if I tell you something, you ask me about something else, what do y'all think I'm thinking? I'm thinking, Boom did the same stuff. He had something like it. Why don't you just do what I told you to do and see how it work out?
That's right.
Just do what I tell you to do. Say, let him deal with me, because he gonna look, because think about it. You're only doing it, why? Because you're a stupid fool? Or you doing it because the book told you to do it, which means who's gonna have to get me? Who's gotta make sure I'm straight? You? Guess where your detriment come in at? I'm just trying to make sure. Won't you make sure you do what he told you? That's the best way to make sure, because anything you're saying, I assure you, you don't see what you say. You can't. No more than they saw what they saw. So when you saw when they got told, listen, we started with, amazingly, my people destroyed for the lack of. Now we done jumped all the way back, because you know what, years ago, done quoted it I don't know how many times. But now let's get some understanding. Listen.
Thus you shall purge the Rosha from Yashar'al.
So that's how we're going to say it. You see that? That's what you're going to do. You'll make it tahar. That's to make pure. He said, this is what you're going to do. You're going to purge it. When you get somebody that's out of line, go ahead and take them out. He said, because you got to get that from it. That stuff become infectious. When old folks stood up against Musha, it wasn't all together. All it takes is one to start other people. Well, you know it. It's a legion of them. He said, once you're going to get them out, you need to get it out from among you. Listen.
Then the arm shall shama and be afraid.
See what he said? Once you get them, once you remove them, get what people say. Man, ain't been no stupid stuff I have myself out there. Woo, you saw what happened? Those people saw them people get destroyed. He wanted to get fear. He said they needed fear. He realized they lost their fear. You lose it. Listen, there's a reverential art you're supposed to have. A lot of y'all don't have it. And you don't realize it. You're dangerous. You're dangerous. Because all I'm doing is reading the book. We start over at the 6th chapter, 4th chapter, and we done moved all the way on here. I wonder who they come from. I really want to talk about something else. I was going to Uyakra. Some reason we don't move way over here, and this don't affect none of y'all. Listen.
And shall not act presumptuously again.
See that? Let's see. What is presumption? We keep saying, let's see. Let's learn. Let's listen and learn, because how we know we did it? Right? Presumptuous. A person, isn't it? Of a person of their behavior failing to observe the limits of what is permitted or
Appropriate.
I tell you, I do. It's not appropriate. I tell you, it's not permitted for you to do it, but you're doing it anyway. That's presumptuous. This comes from a person. This can't come from an animal. This can't come from a chair. Oh, it's my chair doing it. Oh, it ain't me, you know what I'm saying? In my phone doing it. This is a person. This is of a person's behavior failing to observe the limits. You've gone too far of what is permitted or
Appropriate.
arrogant, overconfident, egotistical. That's amazing. That's in the book. He said a person be presumptuous, they'll do that. Y'all got to be careful.
That's right.
That's why when Alah Malakym, I went on the front, so y'all to start learning the things y'all do. We all talk, we have fun, we do stuff. Y'all got to understand limits, you got to understand rules, you got to understand regulation, you got to understand order when you do stuff. Because he set people up to do it. Mm-hmm. And he set them up, he knew how to be your stumbling block, because you're going to see something different and it's going to hurt you later. It's going to hurt you later. That's what he said. It's of a person. You're failing to observe the limits of what is permitted or appropriate. It's not appropriate. So what he did, he said, person did, he killed him. So he said that way all Yashar'al, they will fear. Listen.
When you came into the Aras, which Yahuwah, your all gives you, and you possess it,
See that when you come into the land, not just come in it, because remember when they first got there, it was theirs? No, he had to clear some people out. So when you come in, because first to do that, you know what I'm saying? I done came in and got my, no, you had to get something out first. They had to come in, then they had to take some people out, then it became theirs. He said, now when you come into it and when it becomes your possession, what we going to do at that point?
And possess it and live in it, and you say,
What I'm going to say?
I shall set a malak over me.
You know what? I want me one of them emperor guys. Let me get a couple of them empanadas and some emperor and an emperor. And now let me get an emperor, a #1, with 2 soft tacos on the side. Saying it like that. Listen.
I shall set a malak over me, like all the goyim
I'm going to set a malak over me to do what?
Like all the goyim who are around you.
Everybody else got one. I want me one too. Ain't that right? Why do I want one 7 he ain't got one? How y'all got one? Let me get one like everybody else. What happened?
you shall surely set a malak over you.
You should surely do what now?
Set a malak over you,
You should set a malak over you.
whom Yahuwah, your all, chooses it.
So how did they get Yeroboam? Trying to show you how you get destroyed for lack of. When we saw what lack of, when we went through saying information, facts. See what I'm saying? All these things you start finding out. You see what happened to them? Now I want you to see how you got into that point. See, how long you don't just, a lot of people don't know. They just read something, just run. My people started, what that mean? My people destroyed for lack of knowledge. Exactly, you got it. Dead on the head. That's it. That's the answer there, boy. You look smart. People don't really know how to really pay attention. And they don't start looking at, you don't know why things go bad for you, why things are going bad for you for a reason. He has you picked. He's picked you and he set you up and you're in the line of fire and you don't even know it because you can't follow. It's killing you. You don't realize you're not following. He done clearly told you, when you get him a law, he said, you shall not put nobody except who I chose. Now he said Rehoboam over him and the people didn't like what he told them. He knew they were going to do it. And you know why they did that? Because they were destroyed, because they lacked knowledge. I don't like him talking me like that. Ain't no man taught me like that. He said, I don't like no man calling me soft. And there it was. Look what they got now. He said, even today, they out there land. They out there land now. He told you, even when he wrote it then, they were doing the right time period they wrote, they still out there land. You ain't going to believe it, because they still lacking knowledge. See, they don't pay attention. He said, you're going to only set over you who I choose. He set them up anew. I knew what you were going to do. And he set you up. This set you up. And they went, look at them, set them right up. Boom, got them, and now they trapped. Now, they could have went back on and looked at they said, boy, if I could have seen that, you couldn't see it because you weren't looking. You were trying to look with your natural eye. You got to look with your inner to pay attention. Again, you got to have fear. Fear is going to be key for what you have. Y'all don't have fear. Y'all are trying to do stuff. I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't do it. This stuff y'all do, I'd never even tried it. I didn't even come across my mind to try it. Just didn't do it. Just said, I wouldn't do it. Because you want you to look at with correction. He said correction is grievous for them that forsake the way.
That's right.
I'm telling you, it is hard. When you forsake the way, guess what happened to them people? You ain't going to believe why they were hard on them people, why they left. Because they forsook the way, so it was hard. It was hard for them to sit down and consider, man, I ain't had a man talking about doing, I got enough stuff on me now, talking about more stuff on me, because you didn't pay attention. He told you what judgment they give you. He said, that's the judgment you need to take. Mm-hmm. He said, this we need to find. He said, now, the man that's going to do, because he knew it's going to be somebody going to do something different. He said, that man right there, watch that man that do presumptuously, who's not going to sit and going to yield themselves and do it. Watch him. He said, just pay attention to him. That's very dangerous. Listen, a lot of y'all in here got that spirit. It's a spirit. Listen, what the purpose of getting the Ruach HaKodesh? Because there's another spirit working in you. He tells the spirit that now working in the beneath of disobedience. It's a spirit in you that make you work like that. That's amazing. He told you, he said the spirit that now working in the children of disobedience. So you thought you had a Ruach, you thought you were just empty? How you living? How you working? You do have a spirit. But you need to, and now we got to break that discipline. We got to break that mindset. Why he told you to let this mind be in you. See, so what? Now we got to change information. We got to stick at what's conducive for salvation, what's conducive to life. Because he'll let you do it. Look how far them people got. And to them, everything they said made sense. It made sense when they had to move hard to set one up. Well, we just said, you know what, man, we can do our own thing right here. And it made sense to him. Whole time he paid. Why do you think he told them people this stuff? Because I know what you're going to do. Listen.
You shall surely set a malak over you, whom Yahuwah, your all, chooses it.
See?
One from among your ak, you shall set a malak over yourselves. Mm-hmm. You may not able to put a foreign ish over yourselves, that it is not your ak.
That's tight. That's tight. You know what happened? Just showing you how stuff works. We came in here. Why how many black people? This just big key. Watch how these black men go grab white preacher. They'll run grab preacher any way they want. Now, really, when they were told originally, what were they told? He had to come from the Akim.
Yeah.
He had to be from their own bloodline. Because nobody else would have understood you like somebody of your own. Think about this. Why? Let me tell you why first originally, why that would make sense. Okay, let me see. Because first of all, that would have made them your companion. Okay? And your companion, wouldn't they know your struggles? Wouldn't they know what orders you were given?
Yes, sir.
Why you think they would have been a person to put over you? They should have known. They should have known their mark. We failed here. First thing we did, we went to white prison, folk run anyway, it didn't matter. Just show you how we gone. This is, now, to show the equivalent to that is when we went to people that serve other deities. Why would you be under somebody serve other deity? They don't know what your order is.
Right.
They don't know what you keep. So they're going to put you in line with what they do. That's how you got the white Jesus. That's how you got that stuff, and that's what you went after, the very thing he told you not to do. 4th chapter of the book of Alah Ha Dabarym, 4 and 9. Now, people gonna say the color didn't matter. Why he just told them they had to take their brother? What color were their brothers? Yellow, white, red, and green. He was talking spiritual. He was telling them naturally. What them folks didn't know about no spiritual. Them people knew exactly what he just told them. They were supposed to set up one from their brothers. And they couldn't use a foreigner, because a foreigner would have been the same color. All these people were black. They had to, so when they're looking, they're trying to tell you something. They'll tell you because they want to be comfortable themselves. You've never been comfortable in church. You just accept it. They were strictly told that they were supposed to take one from their own, because the only reason was that because they were supposed to know your struggles. They knew what you were taught. Who's going to have compassion on you? If Bryce was in here, he fell down and he got hurt. Something happened to him. Me and his mother and him. The person who had the most compassion on him over everybody, I know, is Austin. Because he's going to look at, they were raised together. Yeah. That's his brother. They come from the same mother.
Right. That's right.
He's going to look at, he know his brother obligation, his responsibility.
That's right.
First, understand how they had to understand it, right? They had to understand it from that lineage first. There's no way to explain it no other way. Don't listen to nobody tell you nothing different what I'm telling you. So now when he translated and looked around and told them, who then is my mother, my brother, and my sister? Mm-hmm. Which means these people would have to know my situation. They would have to know what we were taught.
Yeah.
So when they went to Mizraim, who exactly was over them when they first went to Mizraim? When they first went to Mizraim, who was over them?
Joseph.
That's good. Thank you, Joseph. And what bloodline was he from?
He was an Alah.
How you think he had the compassion to put them in the right place? To put them where they could stay and get in the best of the land. You think Pharaoh would have put them down? He clearly told them, tell Pharaoh that y'all are shepherds. Because they look at them being an abomination. So they didn't even view it the same. This was their occupation. This is where people color make the food in. You fight me now. Folks fight me all the time. Because nobody want to accept the truth. Why didn't they just tell the man something different? Because he told them. They look at them as an abomination. They don't view shepherds the same way. Shepherds are an abomination. Put them over here. He set them up the way they could put. That's how he was able to move them to the best place. Because they didn't view us the same way that people view us. Yeah. Tell them that you're raw, that you keep sheep. Yeah. They didn't even eat with you. Amazingly, when you came here in America, they should let you sit at the table. It'll be white, black, and Indian sitting at the table.
Nope.
Because they viewed you as an abomination.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
First of all, you have to understand how it was set up to get you to understand why he gave you Torah. Even deeper than that, you had to first learn, let me see. You're supposed to harb Yahudah, your Elohim. What were they supposed to harb him with? Half of all your heart, with all your mind,
all your strength,
all your soul, and all your strength. And the second one was what? Love. You're supposed to do the same to your. So if I set somebody over me that harbs Yahudah with all of his, and he's been taught how he's supposed to harb me, how is he going to rule over me? That's why Dawood told him, the man that ruled over Anashim
must be Saddam.
So when Laban ruled over Yaqab, so we remember how he gave him fair? So how he paid the first time? He duped him. 14 years turned to 20-something years. That's why you were supposed to know how you're supposed to. He looked at, we're supposed to be family.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. People don't want to teach their book, right? Because they teach it right, it's going to show everybody up. It's going to show black and white up.
Yeah.
It'll show every race. People take the truth for what it is. It came with a purpose. It came for a purpose. First of all, you need to learn how you were taught naturally, how you were supposed to do things. Then you translate Ruach. This was the first thing to do. Everybody jump straight with him. Ruach. How you get him? Lord, just stop it, stupid. You have to start natural. So let me see. When he made Adam, he made the spirit. Then he came and got the flesh. What happened? He made flesh. He made flesh. So you got to understand the balance. Most of these people, let me tell you something. White and black, these people don't care about teaching no truth. These people worry about who hurt feelings. Bump hurt no feelings. Get the truth so people can get saved.
That's right.
First thing people got to understand first is how the whole operation stood up. They can understand things naturally. How they going to understand something Ruach mean? The first thing you try to teach people, Ruach, this is how you supposed to be, or spiritually. First of all, they don't understand naturally. That was a natural concept of how they supposed to. I understand loving my brother, first by loving myself. He let me know by keeping all the rituals and rites I did for him. This was symbolism in me, a harboring myself. Now he said, now do this to your brother. You be fair. You don't take from your brother. You don't lie to your brother. You don't steal. You don't bear fall with. I don't lie on my brother. So if I root over him, I know how to treat him. Because I know how I'm supposed to serve Yahuwah. First thing we do, spiritual. How you get him? You ain't even understand the natural part. You don't jump all the way to spiritual. Makes absolutely no sense. Makes no sense. People have no idea. Those people wouldn't understood it whatsoever. Those people got in trouble because they had to understand these were people they kept going. Even when Jeroboam brought them out, what he told them to behold? The one that brought them from slavery? The one that brought them from England?
Out of Mizraim.
The one that brought them from where?
Out of Mizraim.
Because that was the captivity they knew. And when you associated Mizraim, you knew the sufferings. You knew that, listen, they knew when they started getting the rituals of keeping when they kept the muhar, they came based off Mizraim. They know that's when time changed from Mizraim. We got here, what did we know? These people ain't know nothing. They still don't know nothing. It's crazy. People ain't even honest. Nobody want to tell you the truth. People love, listen, our stupidity has been the best thing that ever happened in this place. America, that's why people fed off of your stupidity. Because they duped you into saying him being a fool. See, when he's saying that, he's saying spiritual. Show me where he said spiritual at. They understood that the man that was there with them understood where they came from. You knew what our laws, our statutes, what our rituals are. I just go where the Spirit of the Lord lead me at. And that's your problem. I wouldn't let the Lord take me nowhere. You know what the Lord do? He'll clog up your done pores. That's right. That's why most of you now got diabetes from the Lord. The Lord did that to you. Just stop with the Lord and let's get this thing right. It's the same thing he just told you. If the people went up, what they told him, Jeroboam know. These people know if these folk listen to me and watch me teach it right, they know you're going to return back. They know exactly what they know you're going to turn back. Folk don't sit around, everybody keep trying to make up something, trying to say, well, see, back then, he's trying to shut your mouth.
That's right.
He's doing exactly what he was telling them people. They understood. If you're going to take one, he had to come from you. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold what you got right quick. Give me the 26th chapter book of Mathathyahu. I'll make it 27. 27:19. Before you get that, give me the Yahuchanan 18. Give me 18 and 20. 18 and 20 Yahuchanan. Because this is all spiritual anyway. Make it 30. 18:30. And give me Mathathyahu after that. 27. 21. I'm not teaching that black people can't follow white people. And teaching, I'm just telling you, first of all, you got to understand the premise. You got to understand, first of all, how they come to be. They got to teach, they got to understand it. Everything we've done, we've been taught wrong. We'll go anywhere and just sit down. You hear something, I'm just telling you how they understood it. So on where we'll understand it being with anybody, now it becomes to be similar, and it has to be, you have to show the characteristics, ruagni.
That's right.
That's the only way it makes sense. Listen, let's see if it's ruach, or let's see if it's natural. Listen.
They answered and said to him,
What does that say?
if he were not,
Hold on, the 20, you're supposed to be at 18
and
and
30.
30. Yahuchanan. Yep, 18, 30. If he was not a male factor, which was a sinner, what happened?
if he were not an evildoer, he would surely not have delivered him to you.
You hear what they told him? Why you think they were doing that? Because they knew they tore him. They said he hadn't committed sin, we wouldn't have gave him to you. Listen.
Pelotus said to them,
What did Pelotus say?
take him yourselves
Take him yourself.
and shafted him according to the Torah.
See that? You take him and shop him according to the law. That's how you judge him, according to the law. Listen.
The Yahudim said to him,
What they say?
it is not lawful for us to put an ish to moot.
Come on.
This-
Hold on for a minute. I'm sorry. It's not lawful to put a man to death, and we got a law saying you can stone a man? That makes sense. We can't put it. That makes sense that we can't put a man to death. Man do something presumptuously, we ain't supposed to kill him. We catch a woman committing whoredom, we ain't supposed to kill him. It's not lawful for us to kill our brother. Listen.
This was to fulfill the debar of Yahushua that he spoke, alluding to what moot he would ultimately moot.
Yes.
Pelotus returned to the Byth of the justice and called for Yahushua.
So they paid man and called for Yahushua. What happened?
He said to him,
What did he say?
are you the Malak of the Yahudim?
Yeah, that. Are you the Malak of the Yahudim?
Yahushua answered him, saying,
What did he say?
are you speaking this from your lob,
Are you speaking it from what you know?
or did others tell you
Or
about me?
did other people tell you about me? What did he tell him?
Pelotus said, am I a Yahudi?
Am I a who?
A Yahudi.
Are you a who?
A Yahudi.
What that got to do with anything?
Did your arm and the Rosh Kohanim not hand you over to me? What
Your
have you
people,
done?
your people, your rulers gave you to me. He just told him what he was. I'm not Yahudy. Your people gave you to me. Your Rosh Kohan gave you over to me, because you their brother. Jump over right quick, Mathathyahu.
Yes, sir.
27. 27, 21. Listen,
The governor answered and said to them,
what did he say?
which of the two do you want me that I release to you? And they said, Bar Abba.
Come on.
And Pelotus said to them, then what shall I do to Yahushua,
Yeah.
who is Kara by the Shem of Mashiach?
What happened?
All of them answered, let him be crucified.
Mm-hmm.
The governor said, and what Rosha has he done?
Mm-hmm.
But they still shouted and said, let him be crucified.
Let him be crucified.
And it came to pass when Pelotus saw that it was nothing benefited and that the disturbance had only increased, he took Ma'im and washed his hands in the of the arm and said, I am innocent of the dam of this Sadiq Ish.
Yeah.
You saw it.
What happened?
And all the arm answered and said, his dam is upon us and upon our Banim.
Mm-hmm. Give me 1919.
Yes, sir.
Yahuchanan. Listen.
Pelotus wrote a tablet and placed it over the crucifixion. This was the wording of its inscription.
That's what the word on his inscription read.
Yahushua the Nasri, Malak of the Yahudim.
What is it saying?
Yahushua the Nasri, Malak of the Yahudim.
That's all I need right now. You give me back that 27th chapter right quick. Same book, Mathathyahu. 27:34. Same book, Mathathyahu. Listen.
They gave him vinegar mixed with gall to drink.
And
He tasted it, but was not willing to drink it.
they could have just told her it was sour wine. They told her vinegar because they throw y'all. They'll go preach a message that gave the man vinegar. No, he gave that man no vinegar. It was sour wine. Listen.
And it came to pass, when they crucified him, they divided up his garment between them and cast lots to fulfill what was said by the paw of the Nabi.
That's amazing. That's what they did. They took his clothes and they wound up parting them. That's amazing. That's the same thing they did when Jeroboam took over and he had Yahudah. And Jeroboam took off with Yashar'al. Listen to what else they did.
They divided my garments up among them,
See that? They divide them up among them.
and for my clothes cast lots.
Yes. So for the coat, what they do with the coat? They didn't tear it. They left it whole.
That's right.
Just like Yahudah. He told you one, but one that clave to him.
That's right.
Where his cloak was. It was on him. He told you who to clave to him in love. We stayed with him. Listen.
They sat there and watched him, and they placed the pronouncement of his guilt above his head,
Oh, above his head?
and they katab, this one is Yahushua, the
Let me ask
Malak
y'all a
of the
question.
Yahudim.
So they put that over, they placed his accusation over him. And where was he at?
on the two.
He was where? On the tooth? On the place of a skull, which would have put him over him. Because that's the way you're supposed to pick your malak.
Right.
You should put nobody over you except whom Yahuwah choose.
Right.
And it had to be your brother.
Right.
It had to be from one of your own. That's amazing. That's amazing. When always, it had to be one of your own.
That's right.
They didn't tell him, just go and show you. That's what Pelota told him. He said, am I a Yahudy? Your own people did this. You weren't supposed to put nobody over you except who he chose.
Right.
They don't like that. They don't like that. Give me right quick. Let me see what the book. See the book of Yahudah right quick. They call it Judah. Let me see 1 and 1 right quick. Listen.
Yahudah, an abad of Yahushua HaMashiach,
He's a servant of Yahushua HaMashiach,
and Ak a Yaqab,
a brother Yaqab,
to those who are called, in which they are beloved in Elohim the Abba,
see that?
and
With their
preserved,
blood, Elohim, and what up preserved?
and preserved in Yahushua HaMashiach. My Rakam and Shalom and Ahab be multiplied. May Rakam and Shalom and Ahab be multiplied to you.
Well, go to your code 1 and 1. Come up in there right quick.
Kabibi, when I worked diligently to katab to you concerning the debar of the one salvation to all of us, my chastity and my ruach to exhort you in the letter that you should contend for the amunah which was one time delivered unto the Kadash ones.
So now when you start looking at this and you start looking at it transforming over ruachni, okay? When you start looking at the Torah taught us the carnal concepts we need to understand ruachni. Everybody that come and try to teach you, they trying to jump to teach you some ruachni. They don't first understand what they understand naturally. Now we start looking at a person going back and understanding the whole premise. They try to just go and grab something, tell you color don't matter, all this foolishness. I don't know where people get this stuff from. I don't know where they get it from. Everything matters. That's why he told it to you. You had to understand it naturally before you can understand the rotten.
That's right.
And they'll try to sell you on something because they don't understand it. It's not their culture. It's not their way of life.
Right.
So this is how people have been behind so long because you've been buying into something you don't understand.
Right.
When he just told them folks about working diligently to write to you concerning the words of the one salvation. So the one salvation is inclusive to everybody.
Right.
He also told that was once delivered to who? So the one that was once delivered them were people before you.
Right.
So you just jumped and you just got the amunah and you didn't go back and get the works. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's virtually impossible for you to have jumped ru'at and you have no understanding about what happened naturally. This makes absolutely no sense. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Made it much sense that Yahusha came out here and showed you the spiritual son of Elohim. He showed you the natural. Because that's what you understood first. Now you understand him being a ben. Why were they trying to kill him? Because we couldn't see that. We saw natural. And we told him why we're going to kill him. Because you're a man. You're a man and you saying that. When did they get in and they say truly it was the ben of Elohim? When he was up on the tube. When did they say he was the ben of Elohim? Whoa, that's amazing. And I don't know, and natural don't make sense, huh? It just makes sense to jump over spiritual when they clearly told you that after he got up is when they said it. Why would they have said it while he was there? You're a natural man. Let me tell you something. A lot of these people don't know what they're talking about. They don't even know what they're trying to teach. They're trying to teach something because nobody wants to accept the truth. The truth is what it is.
Right.
Don't let these folk make no fool out of y'all. I ain't no fool. I know what I'm doing. These folks trying to they understand. Why did he tell these folks that they had to take one from their brother and the man wound up being their brother? Yeah. That's what they understood.
That's right.
So the only way you could be my brother, like he looked around, who did he say was his mother, his brother, and his sister? So because they were just sitting there wrong, they had a continual behavior. They demonstrated. They demonstrated. We follow people ain't even demonstrated nothing. Walk up to photo, man, you my brother. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You're cold 1 and 1. People don't know what they teach. Just stop running up to folk hollering stuff. Shut your mouth. Folk, they don't know what they teach or what they don't confirm. I know they thinking he's trying to teach black people. That's a lie. I'm teaching the truth. They understood this one way. How you gonna translate them folk to something spiritual they ain't understand natural? Right. They don't even understand the natural. How you trying to teach something spiritual? That makes no sense. That wasn't spiritual, that was natural. Why he told the folk, am I a Yahudah? And you ain't no Yahudah either, but some kind of way spiritually, you gonna be their brother in the Lord. Make absolutely no sense whatsoever. Let's see what he told her. Listen.
Yaqab, an abad of Elohim and of our Adon, Yahushua HaMashiach, asks for shalom to the 12 Matah who are in the dispersion.
What you said to the Gentile?
12 Matah who are in the dispersion.
That's spiritual. That's natural. 12 tribes scattered abroad.
Yes, sir.
That be natural.
That's right.
That's after Yahuchanan came.
Yes, sir.
That's after what they call Pentecost. Ukak Shabuah.
That's right. Yes, sir.
That man just wrote a letter to who now?
The 12 Matah.
To what other nations? 12
Matah.
The 13. Remember, it's a 13th one too.
12 Matah.
I don't know what these folks doing. They're going to try to read and figure that out too. I ain't wrote no book. I'm just fun. I know how the book translate over. You know what? You've been duped.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Why people color ain't going to get nowhere. You ain't going to get nowhere because you're too afraid of your truth.
Yeah.
You're too afraid of the truth because you folk done duped you. The truth is the truth. Ask white folk why they can't accept it. We took your white Jesus for years. Yeah. We never fought against it. We fought it. We said, you say it was white. We couldn't read. That's what it was. We didn't care what color we wanted to follow. Right. But the truth came out. He wasn't white. Mm-hmm. And let's go with this. Told me a black man, show me a white man, show me any black man been saved by believing in white Jesus. They can't. It ain't never happened. Because he done told you supposed to know the truth supposed to make you free.
Make you free. Yes,
Why
right.
you think you still subject? Why you think you still captive?
That's right.
Because you keep believing lies.
That's right.
I don't know why the folk don't believe it. All salvation is a deliverance. Who believe that? Salvation is deliverance. Who believe that? Salvation. That's amazing. Nobody don't believe it.
Yeah.
Salvation is deliverance. That's all salvation
That's right.
is. And color don't have nothing to do with it. Y'all know that? That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's see something for a second. Let's look at something right quick. 16th chapter, book of Mark. So I got notes wrote down. These are all notes. See 16:15. $16.15. Let's see what that's saying. You be the judge. Listen.
And he said to them,
what did he say?
Go into the whole Alam.
Go where now?
Into the whole Alam.
The whole what?
Alam.
What that mean? What part? Just one part of the world? Whole Alam. And do what?
And preach the tube news.
And preach the good news.
To all creation.
That's everybody. Y'all hear that? The all creation. Listen.
One who among and is immersed.
Y'all hear that? One that believes. That believes and is immersed, baptized. What's gonna happen?
He shall be saved.
You ain't gonna believe that. Who believe that? I believe it 1,000%. Listen, I ain't got no fight with that. The one who believes is immersed shall be saved.
Yes,
ain't that what he said?
Yes, sir.
That's all I ask. Listen.
But whoever does not among.
Now, you believe this now. Whoever don't believe now
shall be made guilty.
They're gonna be guilty. Y'all hear that? They condemned. If you don't believe, you condemn. Who believe that? I believe it. 1,000%. I believe like I believe everything else. Everybody else don't believe it. Everybody watch, they don't believe this. Listen.
These are the odds that shall accompany those who among.
So what is ox?
Signs.
Signs. These are signs. He said these are the signs that follow them. Listen.
They shall cast out Shadim and Mashem.
They're going to cast out.
They shall speak in new tongues.
They're going to speak with new tongue.
They shall pick up Nakash with their hands.
They pick up Nakash with their hand.
And they drink deadly poison.
And they drink any deadly thing.
And it shall not harm them.
And I believe every bit of that. I believe that just like I believe everything he said. Every one of them. He said these are the odds. That's what he said. And you know what? They'll mess you up. You don't believe him. You don't believe him. And they'll mess you up right now. Y'all didn't know that. You messed up. See, I'm Yahudy. You ain't going to believe what I see. What's that? 1 Corinthians 1:18? Let's see that what I want. Y'all don't believe it. He said, listen now, the one that among. That's what he said. The one that among and is baptized shall be saved. Y'all hear that? Yes, sir. And then he told there were odds. I'm going to see if you believe right. How about that? 1:18 is what I want. 1:22, what I want. 1 Corinthians, so what? 18, 17, yes, same thing. You saw 17. It's all the same word. Y'all can study it. You still ain't going to catch it. Listen.
For the Mashiach did not shalak me to immerse, but to preach the tube news.
That's what they say he did. Listen.
Not with kakma of Dabarym.
Not with listen, see, that's what he's saying. See, he didn't send me to teach man wisdom. What happened, son?
So that the crucifixion of the Mashiach should not be made nullified.
Listen to that, see that? They're going to try to disannul this thing, make it like it didn't exist. See, I can't, that's why I can't use their wisdom. Their wisdom, they got a science behind it and an explanation that make it sound like it ain't no color, but everything else. This is what I want to do. Since they don't see color, take them light, change them red light, take them down. Let's see how well you do since you don't see color. Another light, take them down. Let me see how you work. Take down the yield sign, the stop sign, take them down. They all color. What you got them color for? Because they mean something. Why people believe in stupid stuff? That's the retarded thing I heard in my life. How you don't see color? Your eye takes light and bend. That's how you form color. Where you get this stuff from? You let people say the most ridiculous stuff to you. It's retarded. People insult your intelligence. You're a sanity. That makes sense? I don't see color. Then I'm blind. I'm blind. Why are you you blind? Listen.
For the debar of the crucifixion is foolishness to those who are perishing.
See that? It's foolish. Hey, he preaching that foolishness now. I know it. You ain't gonna believe who it's foolishness to.
Perishing.
You perish anyway. He told you, behold, you despise and you want. They trying to figure him out. Because I'm working your day. A work you ain't even gonna believe. You ain't gonna believe who tell it to you. A spirit. There go man again. That flush. Oh, I could have called the flush. I'm in the flush. And ain't even in the toilet. How can I be in the flush and ain't in the toilet? See that? Now, I'm gonna help y'all out with it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you that people don't believe what they believe. I'm gonna show you, you're a hypocrite. You don't even believe what you believe. Now the man just told you, now listen, he wanted them to go in all day long. And he wanted him to proclaim the tube news. Now he that among and is immersed shall be, he that don't among, he gonna be guilty. He's condemned because he don't believe. Come on, son, finish up. What he does tell me what is happening.
But to us who are being saved,
but us that being saved,
it is the power of Elohim.
You ain't gonna believe it. To us that being saved, it's foolishness to them. To us that being saved, it's stuff foolishness. Tell them what happened, son.
For it has been katab.
It been written.
I shall destroy the kakma of the wise.
See, I'm gonna destroy the wisdom of the wise.
And the banah of the intelligence.
And the understanding of the intelligence.
I shall put aside.
I'm gonna put that stuff aside. Listen.
Where is the kakma?
Where is the wise?
Where is the scribe?
Where are the scribes at? A scribe is somebody that copies. Where your copy is at? You've been copying. That's all a scribe is, a copier. A scribe is a copier. You didn't know that? That's all a scribe is, a copier. He told Masha to go up and told him up. And you know what he told the 24th chapter book of Alah Shamuth you call exit? He told him to go, he said, I'm going to let you copy what I wrote the first time. That's what a scribe do. You copy. You copy. Listen.
Where is the debater of this age?
He said, what are the debaters of this time period? He was looking for the folk debating it now. Come on.
Has not Elohim made foolish the Chokmah of this Alam?
He make their wisdom, he make them foolish. Listen.
For after that, in the Chokmah of the Elohim.
Listen, in the Chokmah of these folks, listen.
The
in the
Chokmah of the
Elohim,
Elohim, the Alam with its Chokmah did not know the Elohim.
So the wisdom of Elohim, the wisdom of the world didn't recognize it. They didn't know. They didn't understand his wisdom.
That's right.
This is why these folks don't get it, because they still got a worldly discipline. They got the knowledge of these people, of their own nation, their own nationality. Everybody who gave your book have done took it and did what they want to give back to it. Then they're going to teach it and explain it to you. How can you explain me a culture you never lived in?
That's right. That's right.
You have absolutely nothing to do. It makes no sense. It makes much sense. I like the animal pit. I love for to explain the animal. That's amazing. That animal told you that. Because you've been following it, and that justifies it. And they'll fool you with everything they got. They tell you more about yourself. Who I told you were dumb? Who I told you were dyslexic? Exactly. What else they gonna tell you?
Right.
How's someone keep you captive?
Right.
Go find a woman that being abused by a man and find out how many compliments he give them. Oh, he'll tell her how beautiful she is all the time. He'll tell you just beautiful, and you're smart too. He's gonna tell her she's stupid, she's ugly. He's gonna tell her family don't want her. That's how you keep her trapped. That's how you keep her abused. Ooh, that look really nice on y'all. Really like to get that off. Cause somebody said they might compliment you. Oh, you don't even know why you look like a fool. They make a fool out of you. Everybody, your own people make a fool out. Keep a line ain't exempt. This is the worst thing you run. How about you from Africa? Shut your mouth. Where you get Africa from?
That's right.
That's from a white man. That's from Scripio.
That's right.
That folk done sit and got a name and they gave it. You don't even know what you talking about. I am African. Sure you are. Sure you are. Is that what you want to go? Nobody wants to accept the truth. It's a keep along. Everybody know what the place is, except for you. The people living don't even know what they call.
That's right.
None of these people, do you understand how retarded? No one knows who they are. Everyone has been given their identity from somebody. Look at your religion. This man doesn't even follow this stuff. Right. They put us stuff. None of these folks understand what they really do. They just gave us something. They gave us something, and now we have to go through and we got to go through this stuff and dispel it. We got to make sure y'all have no idea what we got to do. Because you just sit blindly with your butt cheeks open. And folks question, why he question? I got to watch everything.
That's right.
I'm like Archie was, I got to check my ripping.
That's right.
Soon as I find out I'm wrong, I got to go. Good day to you, Red. I'm going, you know what he's going to do? He's going to check your ripping. And if you're wrong, you dead. And that's what's wrong with you. Don't y'all know we dead if we get this stuff wrong?
Yeah.
Everybody got to come back and not everybody who came with Yashar'al, nobody holler about they separate Yashar'al. Everybody came under Yashar'al. How you the only one under everybody else? That stuff don't mean nothing. Why I got to be color? Why I got to be a name? But they got a name. They got a name. They got their granddaddy name, their grandpappy name. Great-great-grandparent from everywhere, descend all the way from overseas. Your stuff come from right from Greater Hospital. The average nigga, where your name come from? A midwife.
That's right.
You have nothing. Right. And you understand how this has hurt you. Let me tell you something. No one can explain the detriment of religion more than we can for the fact that I'm talking about the harms of it, because we are the people that have been impoverished by it. The worst thing you can give the so-called Negro is religion. He needs the truth. Yes. He needs the truth so he can dwell among his own, and he knows how to dwell among people. Yes. We are so frustrated. We are so disgusted. We are so animated. We're so cartoon-like because we don't have anything. Everything we got, somebody else telling it to us. As soon as you believe something, well, that's not actually true. Actually, you're like, well, how you know that? Well, see, my great, shut up line. They don't know no more than you know. That's right. No good way of time somebody walk there. Let me write that down. I spit over here on my right. Stop lying. You can write a lie like you can tell a lie. That man come in here, that man trying to get us to see this thing so everybody can get right, black and white. We're the reason why the world messed up. We had no babes. Right. Yashar'al still in disobedience. Yeah. And these folks can't, the sad part, You can't get this thing right. You're only getting it right because we're off. That gives him opportunity to come back. Then he's going to reconcile. He's still going to reconcile Yashar'al. Our fall came to their game, but the second part is, we still had, now he's bringing us back to acknowledgement. The language, everything we're doing has changed because now it's time for us to open our eyes to see you have to come back this way and learn what you're supposed to do. We jumped straight over to somewhere started how we were saved, straight over how you were speaking in tongues, and you had no idea what you were talking about. No idea. Now you got us to get it right. So you know what? You can stop fearing these people when you see them. You scared of these folk, you're in fear of I ain't in fear of no man. I make my own way.
That's right.
I make my own way. That's what I do, I'm a man. I don't owe the white man nothing, I don't owe the black man nothing, I owe the Chinese and the green man and the yellow man, the man from Mars, nothing. You gotta start making your own way. That's just being honest. They taking that from you. Let me tell you what the average black person went on. Taxes. I don't need taxes. I don't need no tax return to do what I'm gonna do. You know what look at your life. Look at your life. You think white folks sit around waiting to do their taxes? So they can get some money to buy a car? So they can pay out their credit card? They reduce your life down that you had to wait on taxes. That you're gonna burn up that you already borrowed against. They suckered you in. So you can't do nothing till they get ready. Then they shut the portal till the 28th. Man, in the only portal, I got to hurry up do my taxes. To do what? Go and bounce it and lose it? You never use your brain to put up nothing. You wait for, we need a Democrat. Now, no cracker getting up. What color the cracker is the Democrat? Your intelligence level is so, won't you start rapping? 100 shot, nigga. 100 shot, nigga. What is wrong with us? I'm telling you, we some sad people. I done told y'all I don't know how many times, put your money up, put your money. Need to put your stuff together. Everybody, let's do the deal. You don't follow, you do what you want to do. Then if you're sinning. Some folks done accused of sinning, they folks were stealing. Everybody been stealing. Everybody been wrong. Everybody been hypocrite. Everybody been false pretending. That's why stuff ain't work. It's time to clean this junk up and get right.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody get it right. Quit hypocriting, quit stealing, quit lying.
That's right.
Quit false pretending, do right. Watch Yahudah work.
That's right.
That's why we've been failing. Everybody been trying to manipulate, do something different. You can't follow simple order. Just do what I'm telling you and watch how you work it out. Because I lose, look, folks just do right. That's the bigger problem, do right. And then watch Yahudah work.
That's right.
When you find out somehow what you find, I've been lusting, I've been fornicating, I've been doing that, I've been drinking, I've been smoking, I've been doing that. Man, why stuff don't work? I've been stealing. Why stuff don't work? I don't know either. Why? I wonder why it don't work. I wonder why stuff don't work. Man, I know what y'all trying to get it right. That's all. Just be honest. Get it right. This thing getting like everybody get confess your stuff and get it right. I just quit hypocrite.
That's right.
I feel to be a hypocrite. I'm too old for that stuff.
That's right.
Man, my soul on the line. I'm for truth. I'm for truth. I ain't covering nobody. Black man wrong, you wrong. I guarantee there ain't no one gonna tell no black man. You know you sell your skin. That's a lie. First of all, they had to understand the association. Then you translate over to what's rotten. I wouldn't try to teach them nothing rotten because you don't understand natural. When they gonna get to the spiritual? When you stop being carnal.
Right.
It ain't hard. Come on, finish this so I gotta show them something right quick so I can go. They ain't gonna believe it because these signs put a follow them that believe. Listen what happened. Well, I'm sorry, he that believe. The two and his immersed shall be. Then these signs follow them. That's y'all know I have a problem trying to remember this stuff. Cause I'll be all over the place. Listen.
For after that, in the Chakmah of the Elohim,
After that, the wisdom of Elohim,
the Alam with its Chakmah did
the
not know
world
the
wisdom.
Elohim.
What happened?
The Alam with its Chakmah did not know the Elohim.
So how contrary these are? That mean they're contrary. His wisdom and your wisdom contrary. He said the reason you don't know me because you got the world wisdom. And the world wisdom will not reveal this to you. I have a wisdom, is what he's telling you. And your wisdom conflicts with my wisdom. This is why they mess up in the 55th chapter. They try to tell you how your ways, really try to tell you your wisdom ain't my wisdom. He said, stuff you do, I'd have never done that. That showed your wisdom. Hello? See, this where you messed up. When he told Yashar'al about keeping the Torah, you ain't gonna believe why. This is your wisdom. The reason why you ain't got no wisdom, you don't keep it. I done told you what that man tell you to do, whatever judgment he tell you, you need to do that. That's gonna be your wisdom. But you have another wisdom, and that's why you don't know him. And you'll try to redefine him, you can't find him. It's sealed. Because they had done, that's the thing I believe he got you working spiritual. You can't follow natural. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all think I'm drunk? How you think he'd show you something you can't follow that? The natural is going to, I can see the natural. People can't look at it. That's spirit. I don't know, that's spirit. No, you see natural, but when you see the behavior, conduct line with the word, you say, that's Ruach. That's Ruachni. Because you see the carnal workings manifesting the works that the Ruach came to identify. The word is Ruachni. You can't see it, but it can be manifest inside of a person when they start to display it. So now you show Ruachni behaviors in a carnal body. Oh, I love it. I love it. So when you ain't doing it, I see the other cockmouth, not his. And I already know that's not Ruachni. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Let's see where to go. Let's finish this out. Come on.
There was a desire before him through the foolishness of the proclamation
It was a desire through him, through the, what you call it?
of the proclamation to save those who among.
Of the food. This food. You know what I tell you something. Y'all think I got time to talk smell food? But you got time? Y'all got it? I ain't got time for this food. And you ain't gonna believe it. He said, I'm glad you're gone, because this is what I'm gonna use to save them. Because you know what, and see, this is your cogma. Your wisdom saying, see, the man talking fools. This stuff don't make no sense. He wasted time. Man, it's about Jesus. I know it. About Jesus. That's what it was about when we was on that ship. It was about Jesus then. That was about when they gave you that Bible. It was about Jesus. It's still about Jesus. That's why you behind. You ain't never been ahead. And nobody gonna make no apology for it either. They're gonna tell you it's the same thing. I'm playing game with words. That's all I do, word play. It ain't word play, it's a reason why. Why we weren't moving this same way with the word Jesus? And God and Lord. Because the words don't make no difference.
It make a difference.
Of course it make a difference. Tell them get all these white folks' African names and see if it make a difference. See what they tell you that? No, they tell you, no, they can't do that, man. They gonna mess up their lineage, their connection. No kidding. No kidding. No kidding. Go get all these white folks, give them African names, give them Chinese names and see what happens. That was man, you see, no, I ain't racist or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? It's like a lineage and it's a connection. You ain't no kidding. No kidding. That's amazing. But see, with Jesus, it don't matter. It ain't what you call him. It's if you love him. Well, I love you, African white man. Let me get this African name. It ain't matter what I call you.
Right.
See, you just stupid enough to buy it.
Yeah.
Nobody believes the story but you. Now, that ain't how, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get an African name, because that's where you at. Cause that's where you're Brian. I'm not changing my name, because he already told me he's gonna give me a new one. So what good that one gonna do you? I'm just trying to show you premises that you were given and showing you how unintelligent you are. There you go. Let's see what happened. So let's finish this up right quick.
For the Yahudim, ask them an ox.
What the Yahudah do?
Ask them an ox.
Because in the 12th chapter, we had to go get a book of Matthew about verse 30. Said, we told you Husha we were seeking some knowledge. We said, boy, we lack some knowledge. Some cockmouth. What we looking for? Signs. Looking for some ox. And they would have said, can we get that 16 again, 16, 15, so I can remember? Cause y'all know my memory. I be forgetting this stuff. How many forgot what we were doing in the first place? Anybody forgot what we were doing? I'm about to be there too one of these days. Because we be all over the place and jumping. It'd be hard to remember this stuff sometimes. Say 16, 15 again. What did he say now?
And he said to them,
He said to them, so he wasn't talking to us. So he said to them, what did he say?
go into the whole along
Go into the whole along
and preach the tube news
and preach the good
to all
preach the
creation.
good news to all nations,
to all creation.
to all creation.
One who among and is immersed.
Listen to that, one that believes and is baptized. We'll go with that word baptized, immersed, submerged.
He shall be saved.
That's what he said. What did he say there?
But whoever does not among
But if you don't believe it now,
shall be made guilty.
that's what you're going to be. You're going to be guilty. What happened after that?
These are the ox that shall accompany those who among.
That's what he said. He said some signs. And what the Yahudim was seeking?
Ox.
It's tight. 5 and 1. Who know what I want? Don't worry about it. Alah Shamuth. Because these are the names. Alah Shamuth. Five and one. They call it Exodus 5 and 1. Listen.
And afterward, Masha and Aharon came and said to Pharaoh, thus says
Afterwards,
Yahuwah.
something had to happen before that. He went and said, what did it say now?
Thus says Yahuwah.
Thus say Yahuwah.
The all of Yashar'al.
The all of Yashar'al. That's who he was. He was the all of Yashar'al. He didn't say I'm the all along. I'm the all of Yashar'al. What happened?
Let Ami go that they may
So
celebrate.
they let my people. And that what he said. And he said, let my people go. So they can do what?
that they may celebrate a
So
new
they can celebrate me. You ain't believe that. That's Yahudy. That's Yahudah celebrate. I want them to celebrate me. That's amazing. I tell y'all come here, y'all didn't come to celebrate? You Yahudah.
That's right.
Oh, you need a cooling game to tell you to do it. It's a celebration. Listen, don't worry about it. I wrote that one too. Ben wrote that one. Come on.
That they may celebrate a muhad to me in Bamidbar.
That's what they do. They can celebrate me, Muha and Bamidbar. What happened, son?
But Pharaoh said,
What Pharaoh said?
who is Yahuwah?
Who is who?
Yahuwah.
Who is who? We
Yahuwah,
probably should have told him Jesus. Listen what happened.
that I should obey his call to let Yashar'al go.
That's what he said. Pick me up right quick. We got to get moving. 14, same book. Alah Shamuth, 14. And 11. Same book. Listen.
And they said to Masha,
What they said to Masha?
because there were no kabar in Mizraim,
Because there were no graves in Mizraim.
that you have taken us away to moot in
You
Bamidbar.
took us to die in the wilderness.
Why is this you have done to us to bring us from Mizraim?
Why you did this to us? To bring us out of Mizraim. Come on.
Is this not the debar that we spoke to you in
Say-
Mizraim, saying,
So what we said was in Mizraim.
leave us alone,
Yeah, a lot of y'all feel that way too, but you'll see later. Listen.
that we may serve the Mizrahites?
That's what they want me to do. They want me to let them serve. They want me to let them go to and serve them. Listen.
For it would have been better for us to serve the Mizrahites
Then to do what?
than to moot in the Bamidbar.
That's what they think now. Y'all think that ain't that changed? Same people. Listen.
But Masha said to the arm,
Do what?
do not Yara.
See, don't feel.
Stand by and see the Yeshua of Yahuwah, which he shall accomplish for you this Yom.
Listen.
For the Mizrahites whom you have seen this Yom,
What happened?
you shall not continue to see them again alone.
You know what? That's why they folk don't want you to turn to them. They know once I get y'all to see them, you're not gonna see them no more.
That's right.
Don't
That's
worry about
right.
it. You're not gonna see them no more. Listen.
That's right. Yahuwah shall fight for you while you keep silent.
Watch these groups. See, get your gun so we can kill these white folks. Don't follow them. Don't follow them. Don't follow these people. Just follow what I tell you now.
That's right.
Y'all hear me? Don't follow these people. You just what he heard. What he just told you?
Yahuwah shall
people.
fight
So
for
what
you.
you getting gun to kill white folks for?
That's right.
What you getting gun to kill Chinese men for? See, you ain't even paying attention. See that? There's a con act, but now they finna see how he work for them. Listen.
Then Yahuwah said to Masha,
Listen.
why are you crying out to me?
Why you crying to me?
Speak to the B'nai of Yashar'al to go forward.
That's what I tell y'all. I ain't got. You think I'm praying to him, crying to you? Who about it? He done told me. I'm telling y'all, we going forward.
That's right.
You think I'm crying to him about these people? Not at all. We going forward. Listen, you know you ain't gonna believe what I'm gonna tell you. Better y'all tell you, we not of them that draw back.
That's right.
We not of them that draw back. So we ain't drawing back. What we doing? That was. I'm just telling what Shaul told you. You should have picked that up. And we ain't drawing back. What you think we doing? We going forward. Remember the time Joker, you to go ahead. He said one time they had a guy. They said football practice. He was out there. Said the guy had done fell out on the field. So they said, hey, coach, look at him fell out. He said, lion, move up 5 yards. Like they told him, they said he fell out. They told him, lion, move up 5 yards. They had to keep going. They weren't going to draw back. They move. Lion, move up 5 yards. That's what we doing. These folks fall out. Move up 5 yards. We're not drawing back. Listen.
And you lift up your staff and stretch out your hand.
Lift up your shield. Here they tell, lift up your staff and
Yes,
do
sir.
what?
And stretch out your hand over the yam and divide it.
Y'all ain't gonna believe it. That's what Yahushua did when he had his arms up. he was on the two. That's why he did it. He was lifting up his arms. So that's why people had different conversations. When he put his arms, he had divided the people. So some was saying one thing, other was saying another one. That's what the purpose of putting him on the stick was. Or the matah, it's a staff, stick, or tribe. Don't worry about it, that's extra. Come on.
And the Bani of Yashar'al shall go through the midst of the Yam on dry Adumah.
They were going to go through and dry Adumah. Come on.
As for me, behold, I shall harden the lob of the Mizrites,
What happened?
so that they shall go in after them, and I shall be honored through Pharaoh and through all his Sabaoth,
I'm going to get Kabod through him and his armies. Come on.
through his chariots and his horsemen.
Yes.
Then the Mizrites shall know that I am Yahuwah,
Listen.
when I am Kabod through Pharaoh, through his chariots, and through his horsemen.
When I get the glory through him and his chariot. Come on.
The Malakym of Elohim, who had been going before the camp of Yashar'al, moved and went behind them.
And did what?
And the pillar of the cloud moved from before them and stood behind them.
Yeah.
So it came between the camp of the Mizraim and the camp of Yashar'al. And there was a cloud in the Kashak, yet it gave Ahura at Layla.
See that? That's what it do for us. It give us our oil. It give them darkness. That's why they can't see it. They blind. They can't see it. It was darkness to them. It gave light to us. See, this time, like what's going on right now, y'all ain't gonna believe it. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone.
Yeah.
I can see all roadblocks in my way. Listen, it's gonna be bright. Gonna be bright. It's gonna be a sunshiny day.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, I can see it clearly. You know why? It's becoming a stumbling block to them. They wrestling with it. They trying to figure it out. See me up here wrestling and tarring and sweating? Man, this thing killing me. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I was trying to figure it out. Woe is me, Jesus. Listen.
Thus the one did not come near the other all Layla.
Listen.
Then Masha stretched out
Y'all
his
know I'm
hand.
just killing time, right? I'm buying time. Listen. I know it. I said, I'm finna show myself at a while. It's finna make a mess. Listen.
Then Masha stretched out his hand over the Yam.
And then what?
And Yahuwah swept the Yam back by a strong Kadim wind all Layla.
Listen.
And turned the Yam into dry Adumah.
Listen.
So the Mayim were divided. The Bani of Yashar'al went through the midst of the Yam on the dry Adumah.
That's what they did. Come on.
And the Mayim were like a wall to them on the right hand and on their left.
That's what happened.
Then the Mizrites pursued, and all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen went in after them into the midst of the Yam.
And what happened?
And it happened in the morning watch, Yahuwah looked down on the Sabaoth of the Mizrites through the pillar of fire and cloud, and confused the Sabaoth of the Mizrites.
He confused them. These folk confused now. They don't even realize. They don't try to tell. He just told. Yahoo told. He done confounded the wisdom of them. This ain't the first time. They should have caught on right then. You should have came after us, cause now you confused. That's how. Listen. You saw how Yashar'al was confused when they went through there?
No, sir.
Guess who got confused when they tried to come through? Cause they law wasn't right. That's why it confused them. He done told you, where's the wise? Where's the dispute of he done confounded them.
That's right.
Listen.
He took off the wheels of their chariots, and he made them drive with difficulty. So the Mizraim said, let us flee from the Pani of Yashar'al, for Yahuwah is fighting for them against the Mizraimites.
Listen.
Then Yahuwah said to Masha,
What did he say?
stretch out your hand over the Yam,
And what
so
happened?
that the Mayim may come back over the Mizraimites,
You ain't gonna
over
believe
their
it.
chariots.
You ain't gonna believe it. When he got up there, we were divided because we were saying that he was the Malakym Yahudy, and we said Malakym Yashar'al. You ain't gonna believe what happened. Then he brought us back together. Bump humped it, dumped it. That's all he did. But first he divided, then he brought back together.
Right.
You know who understood that? At dawn. Because he saw it. Remember, he divided them. He said, this is now bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She should be
Right.
called Isha because she
Right.
came out. He said, but this call shall a man leave his father and mother
And cleave.
to his wife. And he said, and they two should be what?
One.
At dawn, seen it. I'm sweating now. Come trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of this. I made a mess. Ooh, I thought I made a boo-boo. I think I made a boo-boo. Some kind of way I made a boo-boo. How many of y'all forgot why we was over here? Good, good. Me too, probably. Let's see how they work out. Pick me at the 4th chapter of the book of Alah Shamuth. 4:19. Alah Shamuth. Now you're going to show me where you at now. 4:19. Listen.
Now Yahuwah said to Musha
What did he
in
say to
Midian,
Musha? This what Yahuwah said to Musha. What did he say, son?
go back to Mizraim.
Go where?
Back to Mizraim.
You can't go nowhere you ain't been. Go back to Mizraim. Go ahead.
For all the Anashim who were seeking your Kai are moot.
That's what he said. Everybody seeking you dead. You ain't gonna believe it. I'm ready to go back to Jerusalem. Everybody who been out there, these folks finna be dead.
Yes, sir.
Listen, that ain't what I want. That's your extra. Come on.
So Musha took his Asha
That was
and his
it.
Bani and mounted them on a Kamor and returned to the Arats of Mizraim.
Listen.
Musha also took the staff of the Elohim in his hand.
That's what he did. He took the matah. That be the staff. He took the stick in his hand. Come on, son.
Musha, Yahuwah said to Musha,
What did he say?
when you go to return to Mizraim,
What happened?
see that you perform before Pharaoh all the ox which I have put in your hand.
He said, make sure you perform all the ice I put in your hand. Come on, son.
But I shall harden his lob.
You ain't gonna believe why I got a problem with these people. You ain't gonna believe it. You ain't gonna believe it. I'm showing them. They don't want to see it. Listen.
So that he shall not let the arm go.
So he won't let them go. Listen. You know what they want to do? Like Josh said, they don't want to let that world go. That world's strong. Come on.
Then you shall say to Pharaoh,
What am I gonna say to him?
thus says Yahuwah, Yashar'al is my being,
Who? What kind?
my firstborn.
Get first. That cleared up. Which one? He first in rank. Make sure you're not. He first in rank. I don't know how these other folk done passed it when he first in rank. Listen.
So I said to you,
What you say?
let my being go,
Let my son go.
that he may serve me.
So he can call me and he can celebrate. See, he had to tell you, we're going to celebrate. Come on, son.
But you have refused to let him go.
But you done refused to do it.
Behold, I shall kill your being, your firstborn.
They don't believe it. COVID ain't come up from nowhere. The Wuhan lab, that's what you can call it. Huh? Yahuwah did it. Yahuwah did it. Come on.
Now it came about at the lodging place on the Darat that Yahuwah met him and sought to put him to moot. Then Zipporah took a flint and cut off his being's foreskin and threw it at his regal. And she said, surely you are a bridegroom of Dom to me.
Come on.
So he desisted from him. Then she said, you are a bridegroom of Dom because of the circumcision.
Come on.
Now Yahuwah said to Aharon,
What did he say?
go to meet Musha in Bamidbar.
Go and meet him in the wilderness.
So he went and met him at the har of the Elohim and kissed him.
See that? He met him at the mountain of Elohim and he kissed him. Come on.
Musha told Aharon all the Dabarim of Yahuwah,
That's what he did. He told him all the Dabarim of Yahuwah. He told him all the words of Yahuwah. Come on.
with which he had shalak him,
Yeah.
and all the ox that he had commanded him.
Listen.
Then Musha and Aharon went and assembled all the Zakanim of the Bani of Yashar'al.
They went and got all the white-head, gray-head folks together. The Zakanim, the elders together. And what they do?
And Aharon spoke all the Dabarim which Yahuwah had spoken to
And he
Musha.
told them all the Abarim that Yahuwah had told Musha. Listen.
He then performed the ox in the of the
That's what
arm.
he did. He performed the ox in the own of them. Uh-huh.
So the arm Aman,
That's what they did. Jump up to verse 9. Same book. Listen.
it shall come to pass,
It shall come to pass.
if they shall not Aman even these two ox,
If they should not among what?
these two ox,
What happened?
and shall not shama with your call,
Yeah.
then you shall take of the Ma'im of the Nahar and pour it on the dry Adumah.
What happened?
And the Ma'im shall be, which you take from the Nahar, shall become Dam on the dry Adumah.
What else happened?
Then Musha said to Yahuwah, please, Adon, I am not the Ish of Dabarim.
Take me out to verse 6.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Yahuwah furthermore said to him,
Oh, take me out to 4.
Yes,
Let's see
sir.
what 4 and 4 say. Listen.
but Yahuwah said to Musha, stretch out your hand and grasp it by its tail.
Oh, we got to go up further. Go on 4 and 1. Come on,
Yes,
we got to
sir.
roll it down. 4 and 1. Come on.
Then Musha answered and said, and behold, they shall not among me, nor shall shama to my call.
They ain't going to believe me. They not going to listen to that. I'm going to tell them. Uh-huh.
For they may say, Yahuwah has not appeared to you.
That's what they going to say. Say he ain't even came. That's what they say to me. They say he ain't came. Listen.
Yahuwah said to him,
What did he say?
what is that in your hand?
What's that in your hand?
And he said, a staff.
He told me it was a matah.
Then
Listen.
he said, throw it on the Adumah. So he threw it on the Adumah,
And what happened?
and it became a Nakash.
And what did he do?
And Musha fled from it.
That's what we do. We don't pick it up and talk about call. I said no crocodile hunter. Isn't that right? We ran.
Right.
What happened?
But Yahuwah said to Masha,
What happened?
stretch out your hand and grasp it by its tail.
Yeah.
So he stretched out his hand and caught it, and it became a staff in his hand.
Yeah.
That they may amon that Yahuwah, the all of their abode, the all of Abraham. I'm sorry. Let me see.
You reading it. We ain't
Yeah, that's
reading it for
right.
you. You can look on that screen. Them old eyes. You better get them reading glasses.
I gotta get them together. That they may amon that Yahuwah, the all of their abode, the all of Abraham, the all of Yashar'al, and the all of Yaqab has appeared to you.
That's what he said. What happened?
Yahuwah furthermore said to him,
Do what?
now put your hand into your bosom. So he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out,
What happened?
behold, his hand was leprous like snow.
It was white. What happened?
Then he said, put your hand into your bosom. So he put his hand into his bosom.
And do what?
And when he took it out of
What
his
happened?
bosom, behold, it was restored like his flesh.
It was just like the color rest of their flesh. What happened?
It shall come to pass,
It's going to come to pass.
if they shall not amon you, nor heed your call of the first sign, they may amon the call of the last odds.
They had to believe he was black. That's how they came out.
That's right.
That's why Pharaoh didn't get killed. You stupid. Tell yourself something else stupid.
That's right.
They had to believe that to be saved.
That's right.
That's why he drowned them people. You had to believe all the signs.
That's right.
You couldn't just believe one. You had to believe all of them. He said they don't believe. They got to believe the other. What they had to pull their hair? Why I got to look at white Jesus? Why I got to white Moses? Why?
That's right.
He just told me it was an ox.
That's right.
He just told me you got these signs gonna follow. Wasn't they on mercy? That's why they were saved. You don't believe it. I know you ain't saved. That was the worst thing you could have got in, because you don't believe. It don't take that long. I just walk them through. I just got this stupid faith my boss give me. He give it to me, make it look I don't know what I'm doing. So why would that one the sign? You had to believe him. I had to believe. I asked y'all, did y'all believe the other sign? Yes, sir. So why you don't believe these? Because you ain't going to be saved. Pharaoh. Pharaow and his people, they ain't going to believe it. That's the odd though. You had to believe to be saved. I guarantee nobody came out of Mizraim ain't believe he was white. They'd have drowned. You'd have drowned. I guarantee you'd have drowned. You confused. You don't let confused people been teaching you. I'm not confused. They don't want to believe it. So why would they the eye? Why you got to believe it? He just told they had a sign you got to believe now. They had to believe sign. It don't make sense to tell you about believing them sign to be saved unless you believe this. They had to believe that. That's how they came out. That's how we know they believed it. You know they're going to say, they ain't going to teach in color. I'm just saying what the book says. That's all you're trying to listen. Black people in trouble. You cannot let these people keep teaching these white lies, these Chinese lies. Them folks over all them Arabic-looking people, them folks that know good and well you from over there in Europe. Trying to teach something else. Ain't no way where I have my knee telling no bark and all this food. Father, them folks ain't got no business over there. No good way the folks telling lies. They don't want no white. They don't even show you a black person. Watch any news story. They don't show you one black person. When you went there, how many? What you seen? Probably 1, 2 black people. And they weren't soldiers, not American soldiers. They don't show them to you. Why? Because everybody play. You know what? White folk don't have a problem with that. They don't have a problem when we come up. Why they had to believe he was black? Why they had anything to do with it? They were black. So what's the important? I know they ain't got nothing to do with that. He said these signs gonna follow them that believe. When they, so that means Musha had to show it to them too. Watch their white hand. Woo! Watch it come back. You gotta believe that. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. All white folk gotta believe this. I'm black. Every white person gonna be saved. I'm black. They gonna have to believe it. Oh, that tight. You ain't gonna believe it. I do this for a living. I know you don't want to believe it, but guess what? That's why he gonna condemn you, because you don't want to believe it. They'll believe everything white Jesus did, nobody questioned. White Jesus, a peaceful man, did all this stuff. And everybody believe that. You show in the book, the man said these signs follow them that believe. Why the folk he only brought them out because they believe? So guess what? Mizraim came out too, and he showed you they didn't believe. Because as soon as they got to he said, when I get them to the water, this gonna prove it out. This done proved us out now to show where folks, if you're honest, you'll take the book. I'm trying to tell you, we all got to come back and believe it like he told us. Everything you believe it, you ain't even believing it right. That's why he told me in the book of the third chapter from the third chapter of the book of Kazum, he started telling them, go back and do your first works over. Go back and do your first works over because you have not believed. Even Yashar'al done told it, they have not all believed. Why you think when Husha had them down there, the folk were divided? They were there, but they were divided because they had not all believed. So guess what they were going to take for them to believe? They're going to need to see the signs. So he left them up there. When they saw the sign, guess what happened? Those that believe, they're going to be immersed. And they're going to be saved. All right, y'all ain't got to believe it. That's just me. I'm trying to teach black. I guarantee that I'll be the first person to tell black people, you're going to burn. I ain't telling you to tell black people they're in no better shape. I'm telling you, you're in a terrible shape. You need to get yourself together. Every man need to get himself together. Every woman need to get themselves together. We're in terrible shape. You don't even know what you believe. Right. Listen, your pastor been teaching you. You know good way you can't see nothing black good.
Right. That's right.
Best actor you got Tyler Perry. One man Madea. He Madea, he mother, I can't use that word, yeah, all of them. Couldn't be a father. Yeah. Just a disgrace. Everything about just a disgrace. Your rap a disgrace. That's why I get on y'all rap something that sounds stupid. I'm gonna run you out this building. Yeah. Pull one thing out your mouth sound remotely like that joke I heard right there. Just pull it one time. I'm gonna run you up this property. Yeah. I'm gonna run, you're gonna be running like Masha ran because I don't want to hear nothing else stupid. We've been stupid too long.
Yes, sir.
Our people are dumbed it down. We've been our own hurt. Mm-hmm. No standard. That's why I get on the men. Where are men at? That's right. Say letting kids lead us. Kids ain't got no business leading us. Right. He told in the 3rd chapter book of Yashar'al, ask for my people. Children are oppressed. Women lead them. Yeah. Right. And those that lead you cause you the error. They destroy the way of your path. Yeah. Time to follow the mountain now.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right? Time to get that thing right. I appreciate you, Husha. That too, right? That's good enough for me now.